What is up, internet? How's it going? How you feeling? How you doing? I would have said that already. So, guess what? We are doing what's been dormant for like ever and a half. We're finally getting back into a podcast.
What's going on with your leg? They can't even see that. Alright, hey, what's wiggity? What's up, kids?
Well, honestly, like my knee's been messing with me. I'm just trying to stretch out my knee. I can't put weight on it or it just hurt like hell.
Yeah, so we're doing a castle.
Yeah, because recently, as we all know, the freaking E3 just happened. 2 days of it was Microsoft's briefing, and then it was EA.
EA was first.
Or EA was first?
Yeah, because they have they have their own event that's not. It's part of E3, but not part of E3. It's called EA Play, which is open to the public, and that's when they have their press conference. Then on Sunday, because EA was Saturday, Sunday is Microsoft for the first time. That screwed me over. Thanks, Microsoft. And then they put Bethesda. Bethesda, by the way, started their press conference at 9 p.m. So that means on the East Coast, it doesn't start until 12 a.m.
Huh.
It's like, okay, cool. We got work in the morning. We don't give a shit about what you have to say. And then Monday is now Ubisoft and Sony. Oh, and also PC Gaming. Can't forget PC Gaming. They're at 10 a.m.
I totally forgot about them as well.
Yeah, me too.
Sorry. PC miseries.
And then Tuesday is the Nintendo Direct, which is not a all right, which is not a conference as much as it is a pre-recorded video to be displayed through the internet, because they don't want to do that anymore because everyone kept talking about how Nintendo kept losing because they didn't have anything. So it's like, okay, we're not going to bother spending all the money here. They still have a booth. They still like a giant booth, but it's like they don't put money into doing a conference anymore, which I'm perfectly fine with. They don't need to do that, but sometimes for building hype, it does help to have that sort of thing. But if you don't feel like you have to spend money on doing it, why do it?
Right.
Because those things they're not cheap; they're expensive.
And also because that also prevents any live failures that we had in the past. Gameplay is going on, and all of a sudden the auto just go.
Yeah, because what people don't get is that when they're doing live, you can tell when they're doing live gameplay because something fucks up.
Exactly.
Like,
or like if the player messes up, you can hear like, oh, oops, didn't mean for that to happen.
Yeah,
I mean, you're not pretending that.
Because the game, when they're playing on stage, it's not finished. The game is not finished. So one wrong move can crash everything because they're playing on dev kits, and it's like sometimes if you hit the back button or you go left some place where you shouldn't have gone left, the code's not finished there. Yeah, you crash the system. Yeah, so it's like I just can't do anything. Which honestly sometimes doesn't look that good for the game. So people.
So people think that, the entire game...
The game's shitty. It's like, no, the game's not shitty. The game's just not finished yet.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, when you're doing the game, you're not done until maybe a month out until the game is going to be published.
Right, so that's why, like, when Microsoft was doing the whole thing, like, here's, like, some gameplay that we've done before that's actually pretty,
they say it, or, like, sometimes they'll have a person on stage,
pre-recorded
like, they're not moving their hands, so I know they're not...
You're not, really doing this.
You're cutting in between angles in this game. Unless the game's going to be like that, I know they're not playing right.
Yeah, and they even leave a note this has been pre-recorded, this in-game engine, and it even says I've noticed it's been cut for shortening the length or whatever, however the heck it was. But you can tell there was a lot of hard cuts in there, and it's because to make it shorter. I do not mind that. I totally understand that. In fact, I find that a little bit more professional.
The thing I know, when it comes to it, what I want to see out of all E3s, there's it's just gameplay. I don't give a shit about your cinematic trailer. I want to see gameplay. I want to
see how the game works.
Engine, sure, but I want to see gameplay. Titanfall still has the best trailer of all time because it's literally just a match. It's a match of Titanfall, and that's it. Like, they're that pre-rendered shit. No, none of it. Like, here's the game. Here's it running. This is what it looks like.
And this is how it's going to play.
Yeah. Like, when Anthem came up, actually... let's just get into it. Anthem came up. It's in the Microsoft Press.
I am so excited for... Okay.
It was just game. It was gameplay. It was
for those
it looked good, but it was gameplay.
For those who don't know, Anthem is a game that the same people who worked on Project Scorpio, this is their baby.
No, it's not.
Huh?
Project Scorpio? No.
No, it's the same team.
No, it's not.
It's not?
BioWare.
No, they said... How can I word this?
I don't know. I'm worrying to see.
BioWare, but it was specifically for this console. So the same people who was working on the console.
They ran it on the console. It's not specifically for it because it's going to come on PC and PS4 as well.
Yeah, because all the other games that they were showing on before, it's this can be played on the Xbox One X. But this game was specifically for this.
No, it's not. Because it's going to be on the Xbox One normal as well, NS. They're saying it's running on there. So it's like, this is it in 4K 60 frames per second. This is what it's going to look like. It's running. They kept saying it. This is running on the Xbox One X. This is what the games will look like.
This is what it's supposed to look.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Which, of course, if we're watching at home, which we were because we didn't get into E3 this year, you're not going to see how good it looks because you're watching still on a 1080 screen. Unless you have 4K screens, you're not seeing how good it looks.
I mean, I don't mind. It still looks good to me.
It still looks good, but it's like, it's running on 4K. It's like, at home, that means nothing to me.
I haven't really, okay, where I work at Target, there's like a 1080 Ultra HD TV, and then there's a 4K. I'm like, I mean, it's 4K is slightly brighter, but I don't see the difference.
I see the difference between them. It's just, at the point, there's so few 4K screens out there. I think like it's 8% of people have a 4K TV.
Yeah.
But of course, they're preparing for the future, in which that's going to become the norm.
Yeah.
And it's also meant for a higher audience. But also, okay, so back to E3.
But back to E3 and Anthem.
Anthem was great.
It was really great.
I figured out where the facial animations for what happened with Master Andromeda. I figured out where they went. It went to that new series, so that's cool. It's a new IP, which
the
I
facial
really
actually looks pretty good. I'm like, wow. It looks like I'm actually looking at something that's like an actual drama. Like, that is so many details.
If I told you that the people who worked on Master Andromeda, you wouldn't believe me. But yeah.
Really?
I mean, the facial animations were not good in Master Andromeda. So
it kind of seems like they were listening to us from like way afar when they first jumped. Like, the face show sucks. It's like,
no, because
we're hearing a little bit of anger from our game.
Because Mass Effect
do it.
Generally in Dragon Age, of course they have glitches and everything, but normally they didn't look that bad. They look good. Mm-hmm. I mean, if you look back now, and there's like the curves are dated with the times, but when it came out, it looked good. They were not like Mass Effect Andromeda. I had feelings like this went back to Mass Effect 1 for some reason. Like, it did not look like it came out this year.
Yeah.
Like, while playing it, like I launched it, like, it didn't look like it came out this year. But anyway, Anthem looks great.
It does.
My problem with Anthem.
Oh, you have a problem with it?
Well, it really came out of the presentation. Is that Anthem was at the Xbox screen press conference and not the EA press conference. Stop listening, you bastard. What happened is like people EA's press conference. I'm gonna say right now, it wasn't good. It was.
So I wasn't really missing much.
You weren't. There was two things that came out of EA's press conference saying, okay, that looks cool. It was
Spider-Man.
That was Sony, so no.
Oh, whoops.
Yeah, it was A Way Out, which is like a dedicated co-op split screen thing. Like they said, it's meant for couch co-op. You can play it online co-op, but it's meant for a couch co-op because it's split screen all the way.
Okay.
You play two characters escaping prison, and they're on the run after that.
Huh. That seems pretty promising.
Yeah, it was like there's some. Have you ever played Brothers to Tell Two Sons?
I don't think so. No.
Okay, so it's from that.
But I have played. Okay, there's another game that's similar like that for the PS2.
I'll let you finish, but I gotta get through this first.
Yeah, go ahead.
Brothers to Tell Two Sons is a game where you play two sons who have to go get medicine for their father, and you control each brother with a thumbstick.
Okay.
And you work through it like that. That's all the controls are like here. Like you control one brother with this one brother with this one, and that's how you work it out.
Oh, good lord.
Yeah.
That seems like a nightmare.
It's rough in the first couple of minutes, but after that it gets really easy. Like it will click. Like, okay, this is what I have to do.
But wait, is it all on one screen or is it split?
It's all on one screen.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, so the three person do that, and then they guys who started that left made their own company called Hazelight, and now they're partnering with EA through their EA Originals sort of thing, which they kind of do for their indie titles. Like they're trying to boost up indies.
Yeah,
like that happened with what's that? The Yarny or whatever the game was.
Yarn.
The red guy, Yarny, whatever his name was. That's him.
Yeah.
That was another.
I actually have that. Well, I have the beta, whatever. Or demo.
I didn't have that too. But
no, Unravel.
Unravel. That's what it's called. But the character name was Yarny.
I love that. It's actually a pretty good indie platformer. Okay. I love platformers.
So there was that. Okay, so you want to get to what you were saying now, or is it not relevant anymore?
No, not really relevant. I was just saying like there was a game that I played on the PS2 that was like a couch split screen. You're two. It's like SOCOM Navy SEALs or something. You're two soldiers. One of them's locked up. The other one's going to rescue the other soldier, and you gotta fight through a whole bunch of stuff while the other soldier just sitting there. You can't get out of jail, so you just if you're a player too, you're just sitting there like, get behind the rock. No, duck. you're gonna die. You won't be able to get me out of jail.
That sounds really fun for player 2.
It's only for like the first 15 minutes.
I hope so. Cause like, man, they're really selling this game. All right, and the second thing that people came up talking about was Battlefront 2, of course. Battlefront 2.
I didn't see
By the way,
gameplay.
That press conference. Let me tell you.
I'm
looking up her name right now. Okay, shit. I should have done this.
How is the gameplay?
The gameplay looks really good. It looks, I mean, for me, because I've been seeing 4K, and it looks like Battlefront.
Okay, but yeah, it looks like the Battlefront.
But what I'm hearing, it's the most players across all 3 eras. So it's like prequel era, we know like they're droids and clones, and then
I saw that.
The next area was Stormtroopers. I didn't say clone troopers again. Like no, Stormtroopers and Rebels, and then next is like Resistance and First Order.
Okay,
it's got all 3 of the eras.
Okay.
Canon story.
Canon stories.
Yeah.
So it is Wait. So.
Go ahead.
So if it's canon, the whole thing with Yoda fighting Darth Maul,
that's multiplayer.
Okay.
Yeah, that's multiplayer.
Because I was thinking
it was all multiplayer they were showing at the event. They weren't showing any single player stuff there, except for the last little bit when she nearly flew out the space station. Spoiler.
Okay, because I was thinking like, how is this? If this is canon, how is it canon that Yoda fought Darth Maul? Unless Yoda fought him before Qui-Gon Jinn and Obi-Wan fights him.
Nah, that's not that. No, because
like
remember Darth Maul's alive again. Remember? Remember Rebels?
No, not
Rebels. Yeah, he's alive again.
Well, yeah, but
that's canon.
No, yeah, I know that, but this is before he gets his robo legs. So he must have fought him.
Listen, he could have had some pants on. You don't know that.
He didn't wear pants.
You don't know that. Listen, he can have a pants day.
And also, if anything,
all right. Okay, so I was saying, Janita. I'm gonna screw up her name, but Janita. How does it? Gavin Carr. Yeah,
yes, Gavin Carr.
She was in character on stage when she was coming to announce the game, and it was like,
wait, who she voiced as?
She's the main character.
Oh, okay, so she was in what?
Yeah, she's the main
character on voice, main character just being her.
Yeah, well, I mean, the character in the game looks that guessing model after her face. I was looking, I was like, there's something about this. Like, I'm not sure if I'm supposed to be intimidated or turned on, but I'm both.
Intimidated or turned on?
Yeah, so I was like.
Was she wearing the outfit too? Or?
No, she wasn't wearing it. It was like a dress. It was like an imperial dress too, which was really like. Huh. But she was like in character. It's like she's intimidating you, but she looks gorgeous.
I actually came across a few of those in my life. Yeah.
But anyway, so I was saying, but the gameplay looks great. But yeah, that's like the only thing. Everything else was like, what else was there? There was Madden, of course, and it's like,
sports,
there's like like a lot of great images, like them just yelling sports at you.
EA Sports.
There's a new Need for Speed, which is meh.
Another. I was thinking like earlier
this
today.
This is the 23rd Need for Speed game.
20th. God. I was thinking like today at work, like, you know what? There's only been a few top racing games: Need for Speed, Burnout, and Forza.
Yeah.
Top 3 racing games of this past decade and a half, maybe half. I don't know, but Project Cars, The Crew, or any other racing.
Gran Turismo. Nah.
Gran Turismo. Wait, what?
Gran Turismo. That's a Sony one.
Oh yeah, I remember that. And whatever that we had, freaking.
Did you already say Crew?
Yeah, I already said The Crew. And there's another one. What was it? Midnight Club or.
Midnight Club has been gone for ages.
It's been gone, but that was pretty fun though. But those top 3, they are never going to. Well, no, they start with Burnout. I'm kind of sad for that because I did love the shit out of Burnout.
Yeah, I was watching the Need for Speed one. It's like, you got some Burnout in your Need for Speed, and I was gonna say, you got some Burnout, and like, oh wait, no, they're gone. Yeah, rip Burnout. I don't know why they went for Need for Speed instead of Burnout. Burnout was the fun one.
I actually went back to play the Burnout Paradise.
Yeah, the last Burnout.
The last Burnout was like.
Still on vacation in Paradise Island. We're waiting for him to come back.
I'm like, no, this is not the same Burnout that I remember. I remember Burnout Takedown and Burnout Revenge. Yep. Those 2 played so well.
Yeah, those are tough ones.
I love it. Burnout 2, tried to play it, couldn't do it, went back to 3. 89% finished. I got almost every card, almost every gold medal. Burnout Revenge, same thing, maybe 92%. Those games were fun. And then Burnout Paradise, I'm like, they tried to make a free run like Need for Speed.
Yeah, it's like,
with like extra crashing. But now you could total your car.
It's like, yeah.
Why did you do that?
I don't know. Well, I mean, to make it even for other people. So, but like, what I didn't get is like, some of the crashes in the Need for Speed didn't make sense. Like, the person hit the back of your car and then they flipped out like, like No, you're supposed to spin out.
You're supposed to spin out.
Because I just did that to someone else and they spin out. Guess what? It's happened to me when they hit the back of my car. I'm not a tank, all right? That's not how that works.
That's not how it's
And honestly, I don't know why I'm saying, like, man, Need for Speed got really Fast and Furious, but it's like, no, that's how Fast and Furious started, was off of Need for Speed. But it's like, it just
it's like
more,
strictly racing. And it just got more and more.
It's getting more, it's really ridiculous. And
yeah.
The game did that for me. It's like, it's there. There was FIFA, NBA, whatever fucking year it is.
Boy, I cannot wait to see the glitches in those games, because those games are just full of glitches. And
besides that, I don't like. There was really nothing there. Oh, Battlefield is having an expansion for the Eastern Front in the name of the SAR. But the SAR. But it's not a story mode expansion.
Oh.
They're like they're talking about the Women's Battalion. It's like that's going to be multiplayer apparently.
The Women's Battalion?
Yeah, the Eastern Front, the Russian Women's Battalion.
Oh, right. I remember those.
Yeah, and but it's like there's no story to it, so it's like, so it's just a multiplayer pack then. That's really what this is. It's not an expansion. It's a multiplayer pack.
So now you can play as a female. Essentially, that's pretty much what it seems like.
Yeah, that's literally it.
You can play as a female now. Here's a little bit more extra weapons, and
you have more maps,
and that's it.
They have nighttime maps too, which is fun. Oh, they actually Okay, so when it came to Trench Warfare, yeah, I said it's going to be really boring and really frustrating.
Don't tell me they included
There's Trench Warfare in some of these maps now.
Oh, good.
Okay, so here's how it works. So the Trench Warfare. This is not the first time. This is like an interview later. This is what I figured out.
Okay.
You start off with two trenches. Like, all right, there's the German side and there's the French side, whatever. The Allied side. The Allied and they aren't really actually but the enemies. And here's the thing: you start with you know how domination you have to go, like you start the map's neutral and you have to go wander to get them.
Yeah.
You guys start off with already owned points. So the only way to get more points to the other enemy team to win is to cross no man's land and go to them. That's what that is. So I was like, so that means you have to depend on your team to do their job. Oh. And I said, it's either going to be really boring or really frustrating.
So it's going to be
really the frustrating part. So there's still about to be for it to be fun, but you have to work with everyone doing it. And
I got an idea to make it fun.
Not included.
Spoilers though. Wait. How long has it been since Wonder Woman's been out?
Wonder Woman.
Has it been 2 weeks yet?
No, it's not been 2 weeks. Spoilers for
I'm gonna make a Wonder Woman joke right now.
Do it. Wonder Woman spoilers. Go.
Alright. So if you were to get like a 10-player kill streak, you could call in Wonder Woman as an airstrike and play as her and go through, block all the bullets, take the other side.
Alright. I don't even think that's a spoiler because that's actually in the freaking it's in the trailer. You see her crossing no man's land in all the trailers.
Oh, well, yeah, you're right.
Like, literally, you see her with the shield.
Okay, so, like, get a 10-player kill streak, call in Wonder Woman as an airstrike.
Yeah, but, I mean, they keep talking about how they want to do historical accuracy, which honestly, I was like, okay, I can see that, if you guys want to do that. Mm-hmm. So, I understand. But you did a World War I game. Besides that, there was really nothing else to talk about the EA. It was just... It was one of the weaker conferences, actually, but the weakest, I believe, was Bethesda's, but we'll get to that later. Next is Microsoft's.
There was a lot of hype for me because
I
became a Microsoft fanboy.
So, I mean, that's the thing. But anyway, let's start off with the Xbox One X.
I'm just going to call it, we call it the Xbox One X Bone. Like the X.
Microsoft hates that name, by the way. Microsoft hates that name, by the way. But anyway, go ahead.
So there's the X Bone, the X and the B and then 1. So that's how you create the X Bone. For the Xbox One X, I'm just thinking of just calling it the X.
Oh, here's the thing. So it's Xbox One X. Xbox.
Stop listening! Oh my god!
Yeah.
Oh my god!
There you go. It's Xbox.
Because there's a theme that they've been trying to follow. We had the original Xbox. It was literally just a box with the X on it. I don't know what the idea for what the Xbox 360 was, but it was like more curved. It wasn't really round or anything. Yeah. And then they came up with the Xbox One. your all-in-one gaming console.
Well, it wasn't just gaming.
Your all-in-one entertainment.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
That was during the Don Matrick era,
and that's what sold me for the Xbox One, because I love the all-in-one. I don't want to I just connect everything to that and just control everything from there.
Yeah, see, you who Microsoft was talking to, you weren't a lot of the audience apparently. I thought it was a good thing to do, but apparently
me too. Like I enjoyed it. And then they open up with what do you say? There was no power greater than X. Mm-hmm. And since X is the strongest power that they ever got to with their processors in computing for
actually, you know what the X in Xbox stands for?
Experience?
No, it's it's for DirectX. Like the thing that runs games.
Oh yeah,
they make it simpler to code. That's DirectX. That's why they did Xbox.
So it's just Direct. Oh
yeah.
Okay.
That's why that's there.
That's right. I remember.
Which is why it was so weird when the Xbox One came out and it was harder to develop for than the PS4 because it's supposed to be the simpler one to code for.
Right.
Yeah, so that's why. But anyway, as you were saying.
So yeah, there was just having a theme, and I guess I could agree to it. Like, oh no, it's just there's nothing greater than that. So that's what we're naming it. Mm-hmm. At first, I was excited and confused at the same time. So it's like, we have three X's in this entire thing.
Oh, by the way,
X,
I hate that.
One, and then another X. I mean, really, why?
I was sitting there, I was like,
it sounded pretty badass though.
That name, I was like, there are too many X's.
Yeah.
And also, it's too close to Xbox One S for me.
Yeah, because
those letters sound a lot alike to begin with.
Yes, because when I was watching this, the last little bit, and they said the Xbox One S would be.
All right.
Stop. Okay.
I'm turning off this.
Yeah. He said that the Xbox One S will be sold for $254.
Yeah,
$254. I was so happy. Like, you know what? This confirms it. They said it was going to go less than $500, and they went super duper.
They never said that.
Yeah, they did.
Microsoft never said that. They never said that. How were they going for price? They said they were going to try to make it as affordable as possible. They never said it was going to less than $500. At no point did they ever said that.
Well, I keep on seeing forums when I say less than 500.
Listen, stop looking at forums for news. That's what your first mistake is.
Well, as soon as I heard $249 for the Xbox One S, my heart stopped. I stopped breathing. My eyes, I think I shed a tear, and then that's when I text you. I mean, I even replayed it a couple more times to make sure I heard that correctly. I kept on hearing X because that's what I wanted to hear.
Yeah, that's not what they're doing.
And then I watched the rest of it, and then the Xbox One X would be sold for $499. I'm like, wait, what do you mean? Why are you selling the Slim a whole lot more than the... Oh. Yeah. So that's why when I put it in a group chat, I said, no, I meant to say X.
Yeah.
So... But I'm still going to buy the shit out of that when I come back.
Yeah, when you come back. So
November
Xbox One X is for the
14th? 4th?
That's when you come back?
No, when is it going to be released?
Oh, that's November 7th.
I don't know when I...
Car's going to be gone.
The return date is going to be kind of blurred because anything can happen that may keep me there longer.
So yeah, Xbox One X is coming out for $499, which honestly was a lot less than I thought. I thought it was going to be a $700 console.
Wow, really?
Yeah. Because all the stuff they're putting in it, and I was like, there's no way that they're going to be able to sell it for that cheap.
I was still thinking less than 500.
I mean,
maybe 4 or something.
Say what you will about the PS3 at launch. When PS3 came out, it was the most powerful console on the market. Mm-hmm. It was strong. It had all these processors. It had all the flops. People were talking. There's so many flops.
What the hell are flops?
Teraflops. I will get into. There's a whole math thing there. I will get into that with you later.
I mean, when they said 8 teraflops, I'm like...
6 teraflops.
I mean, 6 teraflops. Like, yeah, teraflops. Tera means 100, then the 6 was 600.
Tera means 1,000.
Huh?
Tera means 1,000.
Because a 1 terabyte, so 1... Oh, okay.
Yeah. 1,000 bytes.
Okay.
Yeah. Or 100 meg. Wait, no. A gig is... Oh, a gig is 1,000. How many is a tera?
No, a gig is...
But anyway, that's what matters. We're going into this more math discussion.
Man, giga math.
This is the problem that I outside with their press conference. They were talking too much about the tech side. It's like, just say it's going to look awesome. We get it. Because they got the engineers come out there and it's like...
I mean, yes, we get it. We saw the specs 11 minutes.
It was 11 minutes before even gameplay was showed. It's like, I got it. We've heard about the teraflops. We heard about them. Yes, all the memories. I got it. All the RAMs. It's like... people came here to see games. I understand that they want to get this out. But, if you're going to do that, have a conference like you did last time. Mm-hmm. This is us announcing our console. Mm-hmm. E3 comes when we show our games. That's what they did for the Xbox One. Because we don't have that much time to talk about all the Xbox stuff. So it's like, we're going to talk about the Xbox stuff now, and then when E3 comes around, then we'll talk about our games that are going to do it.
Right.
But there was 11 minutes of dedicated. I mean, for the first part of it, there's still some more time we talk about the Xbox One X.
Yeah.
But like,
there's time in the beginning, then there's like time after.
Yeah.
Right after.
But like, maybe they had a press event like a month before, that would have been good. I mean, there were rumors that it was going to happen and just never did.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I actually would have, accepted that, discussed the details before, so we just give us like more games.
Yeah.
And also, I have an opinion about the whole world premiere and all the exclusive games for the Xbox One X. They showcase this new powerful super console, 4K HD and all that whatnot. Like, okay, it could play in upscale all the games in 4K. Yeah. But the games they presented was a whole bunch of like pastel and matte colored games, like the pirate game or Among Thieves or whatever. In this weird,
Sea of Thieves.
Okay, Sea of Thieves.
Yeah.
Some weird 1940s style cartoon game.
Oh, Cuphead.
Yeah, Cuphead.
Okay, so the thing
there's been a lot of those games. Okay, so
also think
super
about
powerful console.
Think about those; they were already in production before the Xbox One X was even like a concepted thing. Like Cuphead's been at E3 for about 3 goddamn years now.
Wow, really?
Yeah, and I'm getting real frustrated with them saying like the game's gonna come out. Like now September 29th. I'm like, are you guys sure this time? Because I've been waiting for this game because
the game looks fun.
The fact that that's a game baffles my mind.
Yeah.
Like the first time showed is like this is a cartoon. It's like no, this is a game.
Like you've never seen before. Wait, no, let's cross it out.
They crossed it out because like you've seen it so many times on E3 now. It's like we get it, guys. It's like
I mean I've never seen that until now, so I thought the whole joke was like crossing out never. It's like I think this is the old style.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you guys are old enough to see this.
Yeah.
Familiar Mickey Mouse Walt Disney
it's
style.
a joke that works on multiple levels with that.
Yeah.
But it's like it's been at E3 so long. It's also such an old timey sort of game.
Yeah.
I wonder how old timey they're gonna get. It's like is there gonna be some like subtle racism in there too? I don't know. We'll find out. It's gonna be those crows from Disney. Huh, Disney? What's up? Why do those crows talk like that? That's all I'm wondering.
I need to watch Dumbo again.
Oh boy.
But just skip the whole scene where he got drunk because that is the stuff of night. Oh my gosh.
That or when his mom's picking him up through the cage and you just like start crying your eyes out. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I didn't know what the hell was going on there.
Man, that movie fucks you up. Fuck Dumbo. But anyway,
good lord.
There's that, and Sea of Thieves, like Microsoft owns Rare, so like, but honestly, what 4K is gonna do is really help with draw distance. Like because they said, okay, we're going to Minecraft now. With their super duper graphics pack. Which, by the way.
What are your thoughts on that?
One, I hate the name, but two,
why?
I get it. It's Minecraft's very accessible. It's like people know children play it, but also I'm a grown ass man and I play Minecraft too. I don't even want to buy something called the Super Duper Graphics Pack. Just say high resolution graphics pack. I get it. Don't do me that. But I'll
Super Duper, yeah.
But yeah. People are like 4K on Minecraft. That's such a joke. It's like honestly, I mean, that's what it's doing is helping with draw distance. Like Sea of Thieves, you'll be able to see further in Minecraft. Like when they were showing those landscapes, that's what they were showing. That's how far. Like think about how far you can see in Minecraft.
Yeah.
And then you see there, you get much further than you're able to see before.
Yeah.
That's what all the textures are for. Because when you can't see that far, that's what they're hiding. It's like that you cannot see that far. That's what you can hide with that resolution.
Right.
Now that you can see it, they will show it.
Right.
That's why. You get things like the high resolution or the more frame rate is like I believe Minecraft runs at 60 frames, right? Because it's such a simplest game that they don't.
I think it runs on 30.
I think it runs 60.
Or maybe
on the Xbox One, I believe it runs 60. I don't know because I don't count frames because
it's hard. Well, I used to count.
I mean, I noticed them when the game starts chugging and it drops frames. I noticed that, but if the game plays well enough that I don't notice it, I don't care.
I used to be able to count frames for like the Super Nintendo games in our Nintendo 64, but now the game's getting more.
They ran at 60.
Yeah,
and they're so simple. They didn't.
No, the Super Nintendo. I think they ran on 30.
No, they ran 60.
Then it must have been the regular NES that ran 30.
Yeah, the Super Nintendo ran 60.
It was easy to count frames for like fighting games, so I know what's the distance for a fighter to like avoid or block or whatever. But that's a talk for another day. Yeah. I can't count the frames in these at all anymore. It's just so much movement. It's hard.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, like the only time you can tell can tell what happens with frames when they drop. Besides that, it does not matter to me.
Yeah.
If the game plays well enough, that's fine. If the game is playing and something feels like it's wrong and it's the frame rate, then I'll notice it immediately.
Right.
But yeah, it's Minecraft. It's Microsoft owns it. I get it. They're supporting the brand. They have the big thing out of it was besides all the stuff they're adding into it, like the bigger servers, which I guess there are going to be more people on the server now because on the console it's only 8. Huh? On the console it's only 8 people, but now like the other thing is crossplay.
Oh yeah, the biggest ultimate crossplay that they've been trying to work on since like ever. So you now can play it on PC, mobile. I don't know how the heck that's going to work.
Well, I mean that's been out for a while.
I know, but like I don't understand like how are you playing Minecraft on mobile? That's like so many tapping. You have to get to the menus and craft yourself. You're not going to be able to even craft a sword in time to fight off that creeper before it blows you up.
Minecraft's a very simplistic game. It's not that hard. Like, it'd be how to do it in console, because on PC, you have to drag everything to it. Console is just like, alright, is that what you want to make? Cool, do it.
Yeah.
If you don't have the materials, you can just instantly make it.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's like, especially with touchscreen, it's like, do. There you go.
Yeah.
So the thing about it is, like, you can also play with Switch.
Mm,
yes.
Wait.
That was part of the crossplay. That's what that thing that had the blue and the red, that was the Nintendo Switch. You can
I don't think I saw.
Yeah.
I don't think I noticed that.
Yeah, it was.
I remember there's like showcasing
PC, mobile, Xbox in the center, and then it was a Switch on the other side. That's you can play with that. Yeah, so like that's why the only person left out is Sony, and that's like because those two have to work on an agreement. I mean, I'm pretty sure Sony isn't thrilled about the fact that every time someone buys Minecraft on their console, Xbox gets a share because they own Mojang. But also, I'm pretty sure Microsoft isn't thrilled that every time someone buys an Xbox One, Sony gets a share because they own Blu-ray. So it's like, work something out, guys.
And weren't they supposed to have like a cross-play between Xbox and Sony servers?
What?
Weren't that supposed to have for like games? Like, oh, now you could like Xbox One gamers and PS4 gamers can now play the same game. If you both own Call of Duty, you can play on the same. Yeah, I knew that.
That was never a thing. I mean,
it would be nice.
The game creators would like that to be a thing, but you know it's not. So
I mean,
it's up for the developers and the publishers.
Yeah.
I mean, so that's all. That's the other thing. So you got to talk to Microsoft and Sony about that one mostly to see if they'll find, because I'm pretty sure developers don't give a shit.
Yeah.
All right. So what was next? What else was there from
Xbox? Well,
Metro.
Yeah. Metro. Oh, Metro.
That first picture that came out with the first, people were like, "What the fuck is this?"
Yeah, I was like, "So let's see. You're in a cave."
Have you ever played any Metro games?
No, I have not.
All
so
right.
I was like, "But no. For some reason, I recognize the score." I'm like, "Why does this sound so familiar?"
You know what it's from, right?
I'm gonna say Fallout.
No.
Okay, so
it's Heartbeat from 28 Days Later. Have you ever watched 28 Days Later?
I think I have.
It was during the climax. That's wrong. During the end scene, when they're sold in the house in that song, because there's a thing in the movie where, spoilers for 28 Days Later.
How many years have they been?
I don't know. It's been a while. She tells him, like, if you think someone's infected, you have to kill them in a heartbeat, otherwise you might die yourself, because it takes that long to get infected and start acting like the rage driver is taking control of you.
Right.
And there's a point where she's not sure if he's infected, and he's killing everyone in the room, and he comes to her, he's like, and he's not infected. He comes to her, he's like, I thought you had a heartbeat. Because she hesitated. She didn't want to kill him. That's what.
So he wasn't infected. Wait.
No. But what he did, because there's this whole thing. But yeah, that's what the score is from, and it's very intense. And I recognize that, and he's like, that's Heartbeat. Heartbeat is one of the greatest scores ever composed.
And dude, like, freaking unnecessary jump scares. God dang, those bloody rats. When that first one showed up,
Mole rats.
Yeah, I mean, I had my earphones on and everything. I'm like, all right, this is a creepy score. I recognize it, but I can't remember where. I want to say Fallout, but Fallout is not a scary game. All right, he's walking. Shit, nigga, more rat. Freaking get, what's his name? Rufus?
Yes.
Get fucking Rufus out of here.
How dare you? Rufus is adorable.
Oh, what's that? A little freaking thing.
Oh yeah, so there was that. It looked cool. I just don't know. I mean, I'm not really one into it. I've played some of like the first one. I haven't really gotten into the Metro universe. Like, it's not really drawing me in. It's there. I own both the Metro 2035.
What is Metro all about, anyways?
Post-apocalypse Russia, things like that. I think nuclear fallout or something like that.
Geez, another one of those things. Okay.
Listen, man.
I mean, that's why I thought it was Fallout, because it was so barren and these little monster things came out.
No, I mean,
and then a big old giant ugly bear.
Yeah, that was that thing too.
But like, no, it doesn't seem like he's in a power suit though, or just freaking. It doesn't. It feels like Fallout, but it doesn't sound like Fallout. Or I was just conflicted.
It didn't play like Fallout either. It was like, oh. I was sitting there during it's like, is this Metro? Like during I was like doing these underground, it's like this seems like a Metro game. It was like Metro Exodus. I was like, all right, cool. So they're leaving somewhere. That's what the train is, because it's Metro. It's like they're underground in train stations.
Oh, okay.
That's why it's called that.
All right.
What else was there? Oddly enough, Microsoft had nothing about VR.
I know.
Because they said the console is VR ready, but they didn't say anything about VR. They didn't no time to they didn't give any hints that they were going to do anything VR. Maybe they're saving something for Gamescom coming up in like August. But they said nothing about it, and there was no what's their headset called? The augmented reality.
Oculus?
No, not Oculus. That's VR.
Augmented reality headset?
Yeah, remember they showed the Minecraft thing on the table.
What the
hell is that called?
HoloLens or something?
Yeah, HoloLens. They said nothing about that either.
Yeah.
That was not the show at all. They were just nothing. So it's interesting. Maybe they're still working on. They have nothing to show this year. It's just like I don't know.
Yeah. Or maybe they forgot and they probably need to explain that within the.
So there was the Sea of Thieves again, which I feel has taken the place of Fable with their cheeky British humor.
The place of Fable? In
the Microsoft universe, because Microsoft owns Rare and Rare is the one developing the game.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, okay, so how you heard the narration from the trailer, right? Or did you watch it at all?
Yeah, I watched it.
Yeah, it's cheeky British humor. It's it's not something that you're gonna make you guffaw because but it's something it's a little bit smarter.
Yeah.
The way the guy was talking. That's nothing in the game too. That's just someone.
But there's someone
saying the game.
I mean, I knew that, but it was fun. It was entertainment. It made the entire thing, the whole narrative that he was doing, make it entertaining.
Yeah.
It would be cool if that was actually included. I wouldn't mind that humor.
It looks cool. The puzzle, I can't talk about it. Never mind.
We mean you can. Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah. Anyway, looks fun.
He's in the beta, but you can't talk about it.
No, not.
Alright, fine.
Spoilers. What else was there?
Let's see.
No Halo. Nothing on Halo at all.
I'm okay with that. I'm honestly okay with that.
I'm not.
Why not?
I don't know. It looked like Halo was going annual there for a little bit, and then it decided not to. You think about it, a lot for the past since Halo 3, they've had a Halo game every year.
Yeah.
And then they just did it. Even if it was something small like Spartan Assault, they still had a Halo game every year.
Yeah.
It's like, nah.
I was talking with someone at work, and they said the same thing about them not saying anything about Halo because it was everyone. No, I'm not even mad about that. I'm totally fine that they didn't announce anything with Halo. But he said, what if they made an ODST 2? And I would buy that in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
Stop.
But yeah, it's there was nothing about it, which honestly, I'm upset about it. I'm fine. Take time with the goddamn game. Actually, make a good campaign this time. Sorry, Halo 5.
Answer some questions.
Actually, 100 truth. Maybe follow your ad campaign. I don't know, something.
Oh my goodness. I'm scared for the next ad campaign that they may freaking have.
I'm scared for the next game. Listen, that was not the place I wanted to leave with my experience of Halo 5. Because I realized when the campaign's good, I'll come back to the multiplayer a little bit more because there's so much more to that world. There was nothing to that world in Halo 5, so I didn't give a shit.
Oh, because with Halo 4, they had Spartan Ops, which expanded the story just a wee bit more.
Yeah, but even that, it's Halo 4 took the parts of Call of Duty and Halo that I didn't like and added them in one game.
Yeah, so
that's multiplayer.
Yeah, someone said the same thing. That's why they basically just left.
I was like, nah, I'm not about this. Halo multiplayer was good. It's just the story didn't capture me, so I didn't care about the worlds at all. Which is really weird for me saying that because again, we're still fucking with Master Chief. Stop fucking with Master Chief. You don't need him anymore. He's done. That's why I adopted the whole Spartan Locke thing. It's a new character. No, Spartan Locke just falls into the Master Chief.
Well, as long as humanity's in danger, Master Chief is going to be there.
Guess what? There's other people.
Yeah, but
that's what all the books are for. They show you, hey guys, without Master Chief, guess what? This universe still happens. It's still going on. But it's whatever.
No one can do it better than Master Chief can. No one can get it done like him.
Paragossi did a pretty good job of it, but that's just my opinion about it.
And Naomi?
Who?
Naomi?
Yeah, she's around. So there's no Halo. Crackdown 3. Of course, can't forget about Crackdown.
Oh my goodness.
Terry Crews is in the game.
Terry Crews, oh my gosh. That suit, by the way, is real. It's not CGI. Yeah, that gun is, it's there too, not CGI. Except for when he fires off, it's not CGI. But still, that is great.
Yeah, it's bad. He's a playable character in the game, so I like about it most. So it's like, that's awesome.
Right, that is really awesome.
Yeah, so it looked like there was some 4-player co-op going on. They didn't say anything about multiplayer. But it's coming out November 7th alongside the Xbox One X, so...
And apparently you could, like, drop a building on someone's face.
Oh, yeah.
That's about to fall.
Yes, it is. Of course.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah. Fail again. Fuck it, what else was there?
I mean, it's funny. The Xbox was, like, the most highlight thing for me. I thought I would have remembered more. There's just a whole bunch of little... I'm excited for the indie games because I like, support the, the underdogs. Mm-hmm. And there's a lot of good platformers.
There was Life is Strange Before the Storm, which is...
a prequel.
Which is a prequel to Life is Strange, when I'm pretty sure a lot of people care about it. I can understand it.
Honestly,
I don't care about the game. I don't care.
Here's the funny thing. When it said Square Enix, I'm like, oh, Kingdom Hearts? No, it's Final Fantasy. And then they showed this, I'm like, this doesn't seem like any Final Fantasy or Kingdom Hearts style that I recognize.
As soon as they said that, I was like, this is fucking Life is Strange. Listen, I get it. If you like it, that's your cup of tea. By all means, video games are art subjective. I understand.
They changed the entire style, didn't they?
No, it looks pretty much the same. That's how I knew it was. Yeah, it looks the same to me. And that's like how I knew it was Life is Strange immediately.
Because that looked a little too...
I never finished it because I didn't care about I didn't care. The first episode lost me. It didn't lose me. I understood what was going on. I just didn't care, so I stopped playing.
I mean, yeah, the first episode was free, and I just stopped too.
Like, if I'm wrong, convince me in the comments, and I'll keep playing it. Yeah. Who knows? Maybe I'll stream it or something. What else was there? We talked about Cuphead. Forza Motorsport 7.
Oh,
I mean, Forza Motorsport 7. It looks
they actually
good.
brought a Porsche.
Okay, so I gotta tell them about the Motorsport guys. Stop bringing goddamn cars. Same people I got with the freaking EA guys. Stop bringing sports. I don't give. Oh, back to EA, by the way.
Yeah.
So, some media outlets were bitching about them putting YouTubers on stage. They're like, this is proving that YouTubers are not marketers and they shouldn't be on stage. They're like, of course they're not marketers, they're YouTubers. Yeah. But that's not what they're trying to do. They're not trying to market the game. They're trying to market that they're working with them. Right. You know why? Because that's going to get people to buy their game and probably try streaming it themselves to get on stage in a couple of years.
Right.
That's what they want. They want people playing their game. That's what it is. Like, oh, that guy can do it. I can do it too. That's what that is.
Yeah.
It's like, so, Polygon, quit bitching. Don't be jealous because you on stage and he's on screen. It's like, listen, if you got all the subscribers, sorry, not true, but you got all the subscribers he get, maybe you'll get on there too, motherfucker. So what? He fucked up. And so what?
There's no script.
He's just recording something.
Yeah.
He cuts out all his bad stuff. He keeps his good stuff. He should stream something where he's looking at a screen. He's not looking at hundreds of people staring back at him. Sometimes that happens. You fall to stage fright. But you know what? He started over. He kept going. That was fine.
And what game was this person streaming or playing?
No, he was talking about Need for Speed. That's why I forgot about it because I didn't give shit about Need for Speed. But it's like he just kept going. But they kept him up there. And there's another YouTuber on stage too. I forgot his name.
Markiplier?
No, I don't think it was him.
Markiplier didn't even play those big games.
I would have forgotten about him anyway if it was him. Okay, so back to the mic stuff. I just had to get it off my chest.
Like, all right, so back to Motorsport. Stop bringing cars on stage. They brought two female racers on stage, but like
they didn't do anything.
They didn't do it. No, they did not.
Controls in their hands. I was like,
I'm such and I'm gonna be racing in this car, and I'm such and such, and I'm going to be racing in this car. I didn't see a single controller in their hand.
No, they had controllers in their hand, but it was all pre-rendered stuff because they remember that was what I'm talking about. They were cutting between angles, like so I can obviously tell you're not playing this game right.
Yeah.
So like, don't say you're racing this car. Don't like. Why are they even up there? That I get it. They're trying to market the game, but once again, it's like it's what the EA Sports thing is like. People care about these games. A lot of people care about these games. People care about cars. People who do that are majority not there watching at E3.
And also, when they bring the car on stage, it's like, okay, so you brought the car. Like, this is like the way you announced is like, this is the first time you guys are going to see this car in person, and this car is also within the game. This is what it looks like in real life, and look at it on screen. Doesn't it look identical? No, the one on screen actually looks a little bit more shinier. A little bit.
I mean, that's what they're marketing how good it looks like. It looks better than real life, but like, no one.
But also, it kind of seems.
I don't care. I like Forza. I love Forza. Forza 5 is what got me like back into racing games because how well it played, how good it looked. I didn't care that they brought a car that year. I honestly did. The car looks great. I love the McLaren. If I can get a McLaren, I would get a McLaren. I'm not crazy about them having the car on stage. That does nothing for me. Forza 6, the same thing with that Ford, whatever the fuck it was. I forgot the name of it already. It didn't do anything for me. Forza 7, guess what? This one didn't do anything for either. Stop bringing the goddamn car on stage. That's money spent that you don't need to spend.
Yeah.
That's time spent that you don't need to spend.
And also, it kind of seems like, okay, yeah, this car exists. Now, it almost seems like they're trying to promote that car for someone who is pretty wealthy who would want to buy it.
Yeah.
For those who's at home or like on stage, like, oh, okay, so this car is real too. So it's not anything that they made up and just put it in the game. This car actually exists.
Yeah, because they have a partnership with them, so they're going to have to put their cards in their game. Like I think even when 8 comes out, because they have a 6-year contract, whatever Porsche releases that year is going to be on the cover still because they have that 6-year contract.
Right.
Actually, no, I think about it. And Forza annual too because there's Forza into Horizon, which is next year. So next 6 years, guys, great for Porsche.
I actually enjoy Horizon a little bit more than Motorsport.
Yeah, because Motorsport is hardcore racing. Horizon's like arcadey.
Yeah.
It's more free world, more just go anywhere and race. Well, Motorsport would be like you really taking a career path in like the hardcore. Like this is the racing. Like one is for like the casual racers. One is for like the guys who are tinkering down to the last second for it.
Yeah, like the detail and customization to the very last minute to the. I'm like, even in freaking Horizon. There's a lot
in there. I'm like,
I haven't even touched the customization. You know what? It is fine the way it is. Tire pressure's good. Suspension's good. Freaking transmission's good. I could drift just fine. I could pull my donuts and whatnot. It's all locked anyways. Ain't doing anything for me.
Okay, so yeah, that was it. Black Desert, the MMO coming out for the Xbox.
Oh yeah, that.
It looks good. They have a place online, I believe, that you can go and make the characters, and it's like the thing about it is like it's so detailed. That's why all the characters look that great because they were so. The customization is like down to the littlest thing. You're gonna get lost for hours trying to make your perfect character.
And I love character customization.
Yeah, that's gonna be one of the things there.
You'll be spending 2 hours on that.
Yeah. I wanna be perfect. Okay.
I wanna.
Another big thing for me this year, which is really for me to say, was Assassin's Creed Origins.
Oh my god! Ooh, I'm so excited for that. Oh my gosh!
I was like, wow, okay, so I can see why it took a couple. Like, it was
in Egypt.
It took a year off. Yeah, because there wasn't one last year because they kept going like it's going to be annual. And they like, you guys, okay, we got it. We're going to stop for a little bit and we're going to work on this one because they were getting kind of stale.
Yeah,
Like and Unity was not the best thing in the world. And it was like Syndicate was like, all right, step in the right direction, but it's so different from anything else. It's like. So they stopped. They took back in the fact that they one is in Egypt. I like that.
Yeah,
I really like Japan. I mean, I'm still waiting for them to want to feel Japan. It's gonna happen one of these days. We just keep asking for it. We got the pirate one.
Well, we got China. That's the closest thing we got.
I didn't like China. I didn't like the whole side-scrolling thing they did there. It's like that took away from it. Like, for one, it was the first female character assassinated. What did they get her? The 2D. Cool.
2D.
Where's all the production value in the other games? Why the fuck did I get so much of Connor's whiny ass? Even though I did like 3. Connor was a whiny bitch. And I was like, why did I get so much of him and all this great game? Like, the game was played well, regardless of what you thought about the story. But, and then she got shafted. She was like, I don't even remember her name. That's how badly she got shafted in the game.
But I guarantee it starts with
and then it was like the other Indian doing the Russian. It was like there's so much there that they could have focused on and just dedicated games and just did the 2D one, which I didn't appreciate. But yeah, back to that. It looks great.
I like how like you can use like an arrow and shoot like 4 people. I'm pretty sure that's like an upgradable skill. Oh yeah. But what really threw me off, during the final part where he was like threw the arrow, the
guided arrow,
the guided. I'm like.
That was kind of weird. I was trying to figure out, I was like, okay, maybe that's going to look better in game. Like, when you play it, it made me feel better than when you're showing it, because when you showed it, it looked really wonky. And I was like, that took me out the moment.
No, not that it looks wonky. It's like, so has this become Assassin's Creed Origins, Wanted?
I don't know, but also the thing was, because he shot an arrow earlier and it didn't do that. Remember, he jumped, he was in slow-mo, and he shot the arrow normally and just right to the guy. That was the one time because I guess it was in first-person mode?
No. I'm thinking it's because maybe for, like... Okay, do you remember in Assassin's Creed Unity, when you take down a high-value target, you have this whole cutscene of the character, the assassin, talking to...
Well, that's in every Assassin's Creed.
I mean, yeah, I remember that too, like in Assassin's Creed 2. That's right.
That's all.
Maybe that maybe that's the direction that they're going for. Like it's like no, one shot, one kill. It's all cinematic and dramatic and whatnot, which is why they added.
I mean, honestly, if that's cinematic, that's even worse. If it was gameplay, because it should not look like that.
Well, maybe the guided arrow is gameplay. That's what I'm thinking. Maybe you control the arrow, and if you miss, then you gotta try again. Get back into range, get on your horse, get close, and shoot another arrow or do whatever and execute it. Then it'll probably just go back into a cinematic, dramatic. Oh, I'm dying, but let me tell you my secrets real quick before I die.
I'm honestly just really excited about exploring ancient Egypt. I want to see what they did with that game, which is really strange for me saying Assassin's Creed game because honestly, that's not one of the franchises I'm like gung ho about. But the best Assassin's Creed game, in my opinion, was 4, and it's not for the Assassin's stuff. It's for the pirate ships. It's like
Black Flag.
That's Black Flag. Yeah, it's like I love that part. It's like, and I'm glad actually they're making a game like that. But we'll get to that later when we get to Ubisoft. But yeah, that was my favorite part about all the Assassin's Creed universe.
Mine. I mean, I didn't even do 1. I started off with 2 because it was free for the Xbox 360. I think I started Unity, but I fell off because it got confusing. I forgot how to play.
Batman. Okay, so what was next?
I am Batman.
We already talked about Anthem, so there's no reason to go to that.
Anthem was the last thing that they showed.
There's a lot of good looking indie titles. Like last night looked like a very stylized. It was pixely, but it was very stylized, very neon colors, Blade Runner type.
That's
everything
right.
that I wanted to check out, but they had so little about it.
Yeah.
They got to that scissor reel too of the indie games. So like that, when they say like we're gonna have all these games, you know, there's a scissor reel. Then they're gonna be indie games. And of course, that's all those exclusive words. Like all those.
And I was getting really tired every time like it was done, and they'd be like, exclusive.
Well, that's what they're trying to rock at people. Like they don't have any exclusives. It's like we're gonna do that, but the thing was those are timed exclusives because you can see how they worded it.
Yeah.
Which even though it's like those are timed,
yeah.
I knew that. Oh, the other thing that came up there was State of Decay 2. Now.
Okay.
I got something to say about that trailer. If you're judging the game on that trailer, I understand. That was not the best showcase for it.
Really?
No, it wasn't. The gameplay looks a lot more fun than whatever the hell I was watching on. Because I'm telling you, it's like this is not helping it because it was long, it was dragged on. You could get the concept of what kind of like the game is like.
Yeah, I'm guessing they was doing this for like those who've never played State of Decay 1. And oh my god, I just remember something silly, off topic. Remember when I thought the game was actually titled State of the letter K?
Yeah, I remember that. You idiot. State of the K. It's like, no, that's not what that is.
It's DK.
Yeah.
Like, you know, decaying bodies, zombies.
Yeah.
But when I was watching that, I had no idea what I was watching. And then I saw zombie types like, oh, is this a comeback for, who is it? Valve with Left 4 Dead 3?
Valve is...
Valve I know they're dead for a long time. Like, I see zombie types. And I really, really do not like zombie types. Honestly.
What, like variant zombies? Like...
Yeah. Because there's no reason for... Okay, when you die, you come back to life. You shouldn't come back with an ability.
I mean...
Like, if you
got the way evolution works, though, really?
I'm guessing they're just like... a
there's
very advanced and accelerated evolution thing. So I'm guessing...
I understand. But the thing is, zombies aren't a natural occurrence, too, so I have no clue how that would work. I understand if you like the hardcore, like... but the majority of the game is like that. Just rare moments, like, you'll find an abnormal. Like, you'll see... I mean...
Shout out to Attack on Titan, by the way.
Like the bloated ones that spit acid, or the screamers, or
the tanks.
You've never played State of Decay, the original, right? No.
But go ahead.
Fuck feral zombies. That's all I gotta say.
Feral.
They are
animals.
Feral zombies. They're the literal worst. They crawl around, and if they pin you, you are fucking dead. It is the worst thing to deal with. And if you're by yourself, you're fucked.
So I'm guessing it's like running into a witch in Left 4 Dead or a tank.
Yeah, if you're by yourself, pretty much. Fuck those things. But no, a witch you can sneak by as long as you leave it alone. A feral it will notice you immediately. So if you're ever leaving, go with someone. Lord above. But the cool thing about State of Decay, I'm going to get a little bit of attention here, but yeah. The cool thing about State of Decay is when your character dies, you can switch to another character.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Huh.
So, you can play as a character,
So the story still goes.
The story still goes. Because the game is really just survive.
Right.
And it's so... My main character... The first character you start off is Marcus. And there's actually a team for keeping him alive the entire game. If you die, you just switch to the next person.
Okay, so like now you're
so you can have a different you can have a different character experience with someone else and not know, like, you talk to someone else like, who the fuck are you talking about? Like Marcus, the main character, is like, oh, he was the first person dying. I just went to the next dying and I just kept going.
Oh, yeah. So everyone's gonna have their own. No, this is what I was saying earlier. Yeah. I love games that do that because like something happens and it changes the entire course of the game. Mm-hmm. Me hearing you say that once you die, you go to another character, that also changes the entire course of the game because now these other characters are affected from that death of the character or whatnot.
Yeah, because everyone has different backgrounds. Like they'll have skills. Some people have skills that will help you. Like someone who's a groundskeeper. Oh, they'll be good at growing crops. Yeah. You lose that person, it's like, well, we gotta learn how to grow crops now. because you're building community, so you have to worry about ammo, you have to worry about food, you have to worry about medicine. That's when
I was watching the kid, like, oh, so this is like, it's almost like literally like Minecraft. But
the best trailer for State of Decay 2 would be you playing the original State of Decay, because there's a lot of that in there. The things were in that lab. Indie Lab was an indie thing. They built the game maybe 22 people. Mm-hmm. And of course, when you're building a game, you only have so many investment dollars before you can finish. Mm-hmm. And it's like when the deadline's coming out, it's like, okay, we need to do something about this. So they just released the game. Because it was very obvious that the game was supposed to be a lot more in the first State of Decay. Like it looked like they were supposed to have co-op features. Like they're supposed to be open world sort of. It's a very open world. Yeah, the map is huge in the first State of Decay, by the way.
I would imagine because from the second trailer, it's like, okay, no, it seems like this is gonna be humongous, almost like what's the big Minecraft. Minecraft is like the biggest map that I know of so far.
Well, Minecraft's procedurally generated, so that would explain why. But there's so much there, but it seemed like there should have been a little bit more. Like there's some feature they guess they couldn't finish in time, so they released it. And Microsoft said like, that's really good. So they bought Undead Labs like, hey, make that game again, but better. Actually finish what you're going to start this time. And honestly,
we'll fund you, and it'll be
it was supposed to come out this year, but got pushed back. Last year said spring 2017, so we're waiting for it. But now it's spring 2018, so it got pushed back a year. But honestly, take your time, finish the game. I mean, because now it's co-op. It's 4-player co-op, which is like I guess they're trying to work out an MMO route, but I guess it didn't go anywhere. Yeah. So it's like, okay, we're just gonna go 4-player co-op, which is gonna be very interesting about how people start dealing with each other in the apocalypse.
I would imagine that it's not going to follow the story of the original.
I mean, the story of the original was really just survive. You make your own story as you go along.
Pretty much. Because like the way how you explain it from like that's how the first one runs. I'm imagining that's how the second one is going to be, but just with a different set of characters.
Yeah, I mean, actually, that's what they showed up in the trailer. Remember, there's the narration, and then he dies, and then it switches over. Yeah, that's what that was. That was okay. Now she's the main character. She's the character you're playing as. I mean, you can play as multiple people. I never really caught that. You can play multiple people. You can just choose because sometimes, like, you'll get exhausted in the game. Like, if your character's awake too long, you have to switch over to someone else, otherwise you get fatigued. Mm-hmm. If you're still rushing out there, so that means your stamina is lower.
Right, so send them to bed and just play as the
other someone else, get them some rest, because if they're not rested, you'll start making mistakes. Alright, if you get fatigued while you're swinging at some zombies, you'll start swinging slower. You'll start missing some swings, and then that will get you. Like, also some things like that I like about this is how you'll die in a zombie apocalypse. Like, they're slow. They're fucking slow. You can outpace them. The only thing that's going to get you is your own damn impatience. Like, when you're searching for supplies, you're going through like shelves and everything. There's an option in there, like hit left bumper. You can search faster. Searching faster though has a chance of making more noise. More noise brings more zombies. Right. It's your own damn impatience that will get you. So if you just take things slow, it's like you have a higher chance of survival. Yeah. If you take things slower, but sometimes you'll rush and then it's like
what could possibly be the rush though? Well, I'm guessing if something
zombies coming, like you heard maybe you heard a screamer outside. Maybe you hear a feral ghoul coming around the corner. You want to hurry up.
How about you just shoot him in the face with
a feral ghoul does not go down that easy.
Even if you shoot it in the face.
Even if you shoot it in the face, it takes a few rounds, or maybe you hear one of the big ones, like a charger or something.
Oh nope! Yeah. Then I'm just getting out of there, waiting for him to clear out. But I'm coming back.
If you run, you'll make more noise too. Okay, then we're just get in the car, making more noise. And let's do that too, because if you make more noise, zombies start piling up more areas. That creates the horde. Okay. That's another thing in there too. Like they're
creating more noise from themselves, which attracts.
Ooh, and what they said too. You haven't seen the map State of Decay. I might actually bring it over here so we play it one day, because I have the year one edition. they said the map. I mean, the map. There are going to be 3 maps, all the size of the first map from State of Decay. So I was like, I need that in my life because that was State of Decay is one of the most
underrated.
It wasn't underrated. It was very popular. It was a sleeper hit. It came out of nowhere. People didn't know what this game was, and you play it. It was like, what the fuck? This is awesome.
It was almost like how you explained to me earlier, Crackdown.
Yeah, it was like, wow, this is like another sleeper hit. I was like, this came out of nowhere. It was great. But yeah, I just had to get on that tangent because I love State of Decay, and it's going 4-player co-op. I want that in my life. Just so you can get Xbox when that comes out.
I may actually pick up State of Decay.
All right,
2, the second one.
And the last thing I want to talk about from their press conference, we are going to go speed through a lot of these. It was
we're gonna explain some of this stuff.
Middle of Earth: Shadow of War.
Oh my gosh!
I played some of the first one. I have not gone through it. I think because
I never even played the first one at all.
During the time when I purchased the game, I was going through like a phase where like I just wanted to play something but not have to pay too much attention to it.
Right.
Which, as you imagine, for a story-driven game, that doesn't work out that well for you. So I got it. I started going through some of it. Sometimes I was like, I'm listening to podcasts and everything else. I need to pay attention to this too. Mm-hmm. So it's like not.
You're trying to multitask, but it's not.
Yeah. So one wins out, and I mean, you can get through podcasts easier than you can through a dialogue-heavy story. So the podcast went out. I will get back to it because it is a great game. Mm-hmm. It is very fun to play. It's just you have to pay attention sometimes,
right?
And that's. Sometimes I'm not really like, nah, I'm not about that life.
But for this new Shadow of Mordor,
it wasn't the trailer. The trailer looks good, but it's a cinematic trailer. Whatever. It's always gameplay. Once again, they showed the gameplay. They showed like this is what's going to be happening in the game. You're going to be taking on orcs. You're going to be control of them. You're going to try to take over.
You can choose your team before you actually go into a battle. And whatnot. Yeah. I love that, and
they chose the best orc or troll to get you on the side. Was Bruce and like. This dude is amazing. I'm gonna have him with me all times. That's what that's gonna be like.
His freaking what was he? Australian? I think he was. Yeah, he's Australian.
He's some cheeky bastard.
Yeah. I love that guy. That was just great. What you gonna do with that besides give me a widow tickle?
It was like he had a sense of personality that it was displayed within his first couple minutes. Like, I was not sure what options. You know what I mean? It's like looking at the possible predicament, having zero chance of protection. He's like, you know what? I'll have a go at it. Why not? And he rips off the other dude's head. I was like, that's awesome. That's all you need. That is your trailer right there. That's it in the first minute.
That's it. Yeah.
You've sold me on your game. Congratulations. You've shown me gameplay. You showed me what I'm going to like. That's it.
And then they kept on going and showed more.
But it's like, I still like it.
And you're like, no, it doesn't matter. I'm sold. And then they bring in this machine dude. Mm-hmm. I'm like, wait, who is this guy? I was ready to sold on this orc. I'm guessing he was a new guy or something. Yeah. And then they bring, I'm guessing he was you say he was a previous character from the other game.
Yeah, like it's showing you that like even more intense characters who still hate you will still serve you because you're literally mind tricking them. Yeah. You're mind fucking them into helping you.
Yeah, and how I was saying before, like the way how they're expanding on this game, to me it kind of seems like with every single choice that you make in this game, whether you make your step up with the left foot first or step up with the right foot first, I thought it was gonna be down to like that. Because what if you get 2 different orcs from different factions to become your ally, and you choose both of them because you like their skill sets to go do a raid. But what if they come together and see each other, then they just hate each other, and they start duking it out, or just decide not to cooperate with each other? But you said maybe that's not going to happen because they just
maybe not. They didn't show anything like that. But if they did do something like that, maybe one kills the other, and then they just take over the other's forces.
Yeah,
because that's kind of what happened there. It's like in the first one when the orcs like fought each other, they were fighting for rank.
Yeah.
So you're like, oh. The nemesis and like, oh, this guy's been wiped out. You can't kill him anymore because this orc just killed him. Now go kill that guy. That's what that would be like.
Yeah, but not exactly like that. But I was just saying like,
it's like,
and you just bring them as your allies. Like, okay, blue faction, red faction. I want to bring you two because you're good with you're a good defender and you're a good assault. And they're like, okay, so this is the plan. Like, wait, no. What is he doing here?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then they duke it out right then and there. And then it's up to you to like either let them do what they do and just pick the better one who goes on top, or try to stop it and get in between. They never showed anything like that, but if they do that, I would actually just love and appreciate that, because then that gives you like another chance to think about what you really, really, really want to do before you go and do that raid or whatever. It gives you like another thing to think about before you make your next step, and I love those type of games.
The game looks fun. It's definitely on my Let's get this here. All right, so there are different things I want to talk about for the Xbox conference at least because we gotta get to these conferences.
Yes.
Dragon Ball Z Fighters.
They went back to the traditional 2D.
Okay, so I was looking at it. For some reason in my head, it's like Marvel vs. Capcom.
It is brighter colored.
Yeah. It is really bright. Even the way your allies were jumping in and out of battle. But they said 3v3.
Yeah, 3v3.
So is that 3v? Is it controlled by 2 players or is there 3 people versus 3 people? They didn't elaborate on that. They just said 3v3.
Yeah. I was really like, no, this seems
because people were hopping in and out. I was like, so
it seems like Marvel vs. Capcom with like tagging combos. Yeah. That's what I saw too.
Me personally, I did not enjoy Xenoverse. I know some people who did.
I finally passed Frieza. I'm on sale.
Yeah.
As soon as I found out that...
Are you on sale or are you a Hercule?
Hercule.
Yeah, me too. That's where I stopped. I was like, know what? I'm fucking done with this.
I'm done with it too.
Yeah. I mean, it's not the injury that they made Hercule that strong, but it's like, I don't give a shit.
Apparently, Isaiah went all the way through and got...
Yeah, Isaiah enjoys the game. I mean, he can enjoy the game. There's nothing wrong with enjoying the game.
There's nothing wrong with it at all.
I don't think the game is good.
He got Super Saiyan God Goku, and I'm like, why are you going...
I don't know why there's Super
Why do you pick
God
him,
Goku.
and I'm just using my custom character, because he's the only one that I know how to use.
So there was that. And there was, Oh, wait, no, there's something else I need to talk about. Another thing I have a gripe with. The Darwin Project. Okay, so it's like this whole Hunger Games, like, arena-based thing that people are doing now. There's like the guy who was shouting at us out of nowhere.
Yeah, my mom walked in when that was happening. Like, so what's going on here? Like, I'm guessing he's just
he's commentating the game. I understand the commentator. Yeah. But the fact that I was out of nowhere and I'm trying to figure out what the game is about. It's like, why are you yelling?
I was thinking like, okay, so maybe he's a voice actor in the game and he's just doing this live for us.
No, I'm not sure if that is that or he's just speaking like a commentator will, but at that moment that's not what I needed for that game. Because all it did was annoy me. I can understand where they're coming from with that, like because they want it to be they probably most likely want it to be an esports title because everyone wants to be something an esports title now.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a lot of loud happening very quickly.
I mean, I actually didn't mind, and that's actually where I left off and had to go to work that time on Sunday.
All right, but that wasn't what I wanted to talk about. I just saw it on the list and that made me angry. What else I want to talk about was
pretty okay.
Ori and the Will of the Wisp. And I was like, oh man, all right, we're doing the heartstring thing again.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like,
the guy on stage playing piano was the composer for the game. That's
I noticed that, and then I was watching them. Like, you know what? I'm feeling some type of way right now. Yeah, it seems familiar, but unfamiliar at the same time.
As soon as that came up, I thought, this is fucking Ori. They're making a goddamn Ori sequel.
I'm like, why is there so much sad stuff?
Yeah.
I mean, show a little bit happy. Yeah, happy. No, okay, more sad. And, happy? No, still sad. Still sad. Okay, that's the saddest. And no wonder it's so sad. It's Ori.
It was a surprise to me that they made a sequel to that game. I didn't think that.
I never saw that coming either. I think I have Ori. It was one of the free games to pick up. Never touched it, but I heard from you within the first spoilies. Within the first 5 minutes of the cutscene, it was just sad.
Fuck, duck, dude. Is that game?
Is it really still?
I start thinking about the first 15 minutes. I was like, God damn it. Okay, but anyway, that's what I want to talk about.
I'm guessing the game starts and ends on a sad note. It doesn't get any happier, right?
The game is just it'll tear you down. Okay, so yeah, there's that.
So I'm guessing if you want to get depressed.
If you want to get depressed, Ori and the Blind Forest, check it out. So I have nothing. I really don't think I have anything else for it. I didn't write down notes. I thought I did have, but Shine have to go to work tonight to call me in. So I was going to spend that time writing down notes, and I didn't have time to. Yeah. So anyway, there was what else was there? Okay, that's it for Microsoft. We're going on to Bethesda now. Don't worry, we get to Bethesda releasing because shit did not happen. I don't know why they had a press conference this year. To be quite frank with you.
Okay, remind me again. I saw it last year, or like I don't know. When you said Bethesda, I was like, who are they again? Bethesda. Like, who are they again? Like, they're the one who make this and then. Oh yeah, okay, cool. Mm-hmm. I'm familiar with that, but just only for that one concept. Remind me again what they do.
They make Elder Scrolls.
Okay.
They make Fallout.
Okay.
Well, they make Fallout now because they have the IP for it now.
Right.
They make Doom because they have the IP for it now.
Okay.
They are the head of the studio that makes Dishonored. They made Prey this year. They are now in charge of Quake, which is Quake Champions, which is something they showed off, but they showed it off last year too, so it wasn't anything really new. They're responsible for the people who make Evil Within.
Okay.
Right now, Bethesda has really more. It's grown so much that it's now like.
So now they're more responsible for all these
It's up there with EA and Ubisoft now. It's just grown into that, but even though it's owned by ZeniMax, Yeah, so it's like it's going up to one of those the big software developers.
Okay, but so they're like the underdogs that's coming up.
I mean, at first they were because Fallout 4. It's like that was the first time they ever came out.
Yeah.
Said it was like to E3. It was like that's when they for all intents and purposes they won E3. I hate that. I hate it.
You hate that.
They won E3. Shut up.
Nope. Okay, so now I'm familiar with them again. Just because of Elder Scrolls and Fallout 4. That's all I needed to say. Yeah, now I'm familiar with them.
Yeah, so this year
what did they bring to the table?
They had Dishonored 2 DLC coming out. They had
DLC.
Yeah. They had if you were expecting a lot of new stuff, you didn't get anything really original this year.
Here's a piece of paper in the paperweight.
Evil Within 2 was a surprise that it came out because I didn't think they were going to do a sequel. I don't think it was that well received or that many people got it, but if they want to keep doing it, they have the money to do it.
I never even heard of Evil. Wait,
the Evil Within.
There was something else I was talking about too, like good. What was it? He had good in evil too.
Oh, Beyond Good and Evil 2.
There we go. Beyond Good and Evil.
That's Ubisoft.
Okay.
We'll get to that later.
Yeah. So Evil Within. I'm guessing that's a thriller, suspense, horror game.
Yeah, pretty much. Made by the same guy who made the first Resident Evil, I believe. He was at Resident Evil 2.
Oh, jeez.
I forgot his name. It's gonna screw with me. I'm not gonna be able to remember it. So yeah, he made that.
Was he also supposed to be the one who was responsible for PT?
That's Hideo Kojima.
Oh, okay.
No. Yes, that's Hideo Kojima. Wrong guys.
All right. So Hideo Kojima is also responsible for Evil Within.
No.
Oh no. Okay. Totally different guy.
After I said no, he said someone else.
Okay. So Evil Within was scary game, right? Pretty much. And then they made a sequel.
Yes.
What are your thoughts on that?
It was cinematic trailer. I was like, okay, don't care.
Wow. Because you're all about gameplay.
But don't give a shit about your cinematic trailer. Cool.
It's all pre-rendered anyways.
Yeah, it's pre-rendered. That's not what the game's gonna look like. Show me what the game's gonna look like, and I'll judge it by that. Until then, I don't give a shit. It's coming out October 13th. It's a great time for it to come out because that's Friday the 13th this year. Yeah, that's what they did. That's why they're doing it. It's like honestly, it's great marketing time for it. That's when horror things are gonna take place. So by all means, do that.
Nice.
What else did they do? Honestly, Bethesda was the most boring this year.
You didn't take any notes on your phone?
No. Yeah, like I said, I was going to do all that last time. I was going to run through everything and take down notes again, but I call it work.
But even when you came out from work, you didn't like rewatch it from where you left off?
Motherfucker, it was late. I wanted to go to sleep.
Okay, I hear you. Oh, shoot. I even came late afterwards. Oh, you know what? I forgot to make a post about Anthem on Facebook. I thought you was actually going to do it, but you never did. You just started with the...
Hey, listen, I was going to. I kept going to work. It's like, cool. But that's why we're here doing this right now. This is our post for all the stuff we missed.
Yeah, so what I was going to post on the Facebook for Friday Wombat, I was going to talk a little thing about Anthem, but we already got through that. So, nothing very much happened.
Not much. They honestly should not have had a press conference.
Like I said, here's a piece of paper, here's a paperweight.
Should have had a booth. Yeah, it was pretty much placeholder, yeah. They should have just had a booth, and that was it. They did not need a press conference, but they had one anyway. Mm-hmm. And it was lackluster, so... Honestly, it was a misstep. I understand. I did some more, I think, Morrowind stuff or whatever. But besides that, it was like a lot of stuff was not original. There was no really original stuff. Like there was no big shocker. Like last year's the fact that they were doing. Oh, the big shock this year was
Wolfenstein 2. Wolfenstein
new.
It's basically the story of what if
they kind of reinvigorated Wolfenstein with Wolfenstein: A New Order, which is a sleeper hit. That's actually a pretty fucking good one.
But like, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah. Wolfenstein is basically the story of what if the Nazis won, right?
That what it is now. Wolfenstein before it was just you killing Nazis, like sci-fi Nazis, like things like that.
Oh, well, okay.
Like it's the where it kept going on longer. Like the
isn't that
like the boss in the original one was you killing Hitler. Yeah.
Yeah, Robo Hitler. I remember that.
But yeah, now,
it was like Doom style.
Yeah. Okay, but now it's like
What am I thinking of? Homefront is like what if the Korean War? What if they won?
Korea was a bigger threat.
Yeah. So Wolfenstein with the Nazis won, and we're just basically trying to take it back or whatever.
Yeah, and then because you read the resistance in there, and like, so I guess you're back again. But this time you're in the U.S. because Nazis won. So they took over the U.S. They took over the world.
Okay.
That's how it happened there, and like, oh, there are things going on there. It's like the game looks cool. I like Wolfenstein, and it's like to see it coming back is good. But it's like once again, it's like. This is not like there is. You saw gameplay. They definitely show gameplay, which is actually weird because you saw like in wheelchair gameplay because I guess you were in a coma and you woke up and like the legs. All right, cool. Just go all around. Check. They're like, that looks cool.
Wow.
Like, Wolfenstein was the highlight of the conference. It's like, cool.
Nice. That's pretty new and interesting.
Yeah, but besides that, I don't know why they had a press conference. They could just announce that, or just had it at the booth, like, oh, by the way, Wolfenstein's here. It's like, what?
What? Huh? What?
But sometimes you don't need all that. Yeah.
Just like,
Yeah. Because there's nothing from Elder Scrolls, which is their other big franchise, what people would be looking forward to, nothing from Fallout. Like, if you're going to do that thing, like, yeah, that was essentially it for the conference.
Just yawn.
Like, what you would want to do is, like, I don't know, announce a remaster or some shit. Like, they do like Fallout 4 for VR, but it's like,
oh yeah,
cool. But I guess Bethesda's trying to save the VR because it's getting to this point where it's like nothing really. There's no real big hit for VR.
Did they even announce what? Okay, like VR is out there and they're doing it for Fallout 4. Did they ever announce where that's going to be? Is that going to be on PC?
I believe it's going to be a PC. Yeah.
Okay, of course, PC.
Yeah, and okay.
Oh my gosh, what? Why? Why didn't Microsoft say anything about VR? Oh my gosh, that's going to be bugging me now.
They had nothing to say about it. Maybe they're saving it for later. Maybe they had nothing to say anymore.
Yeah.
Maybe they canceled that. Who knows?
I mean, if they're saving it for later, Microsoft, if you're listening, if you're saving that for later, please drop that like a ton of bricks and make us go, poof. Please. Pretty please.
All right,
So what's next?
Ubisoft. Because I didn't pay attention to PC because last year that literally put me to sleep. It put you to sleep figuratively. It put me to sleep literally. I fell asleep watching that press conference.
We were right here. Well, then again, we was also playing a clicking game too.
Listen.
That was going to put you to sleep.
I didn't fall asleep during Microsoft while I was drinking. I fell asleep during PlayStation Gaming. When I got up for Ubisoft, I was still awake. Years I was still awake, even though it was like, I was still awake. Did not fall asleep during those.
I stayed awake.
PC knocked me the fuck out.
I stayed awake. I mean, I remember that whole freaking backpack laptop charger thing. Like,
I did not care. Okay, but get to Ubisoft.
All right, what does Ubisoft got?
Okay, so first and foremost, Ubisoft starts off strong, right? Okay, Ubisoft is the best conference in the freaking
the whole
E3.
Okay,
they won E3 this year. I hate that, but yeah, they were the of all of them. If I had to rank them, Ubisoft was the top dog over everyone.
All right, now get to the fireworks.
So they start off strong. They bring out Miyamoto, guy who created Mario. They introduce Rabbids. Mario plus Rabbids. Kingdom Battle. No, that's what I thought first too. Game looks fucking awesome. I was like, I might buy a Switch for this because it's okay. Seriously.
Okay, no.
I'm gonna get to this. But wait, rabbits are the most mean things about being minions, which is really weird because they came first.
Yeah, yeah, it really is. Yes.
But
because rabbits was supposed to be with Rayman.
Yeah,
Rayman's raving. I had that game. That game was fun as hell. It was literally just a couch. Party game. That's all it was. Mm-hmm. Me and my brother, we played the shit out of that. We tried to like get all the plungers or whatever. I don't know.
Not sure.
But we tried to 100% that game. We came so close. But yeah. So
something happened where the worlds collide, and now of course you gotta balance it out. By the way, some of the rabbits are taking on the places. The characters are still there, but they're also rabbit versions of them. Like there's a rabbit version of Peach, a rabbit version of Luigi. It is I love this trailer. Okay, so what it is, it's an exploratory world game, of course, because it's Mario, but it's also like a turn-based strategy game. Have you ever seen XCOM?
Yeah.
It's like that.
Oh, ew.
No. Well, you say ill.
Well, I looked at that, I was I'm already ruined from a whole lot of bad things that I've seen on XCOM. Like, okay, bear with me on how to explain this.
You're talking about a beloved franchise, so be careful. You're talking about a beloved franchise, so careful, because you don't like XCOM.
I've seen a lot of fails with XCOM. Mm-hmm. Alien, right here, square one.
Yeah.
You're a player. Literally, the next square next to it.
Yeah.
Attack that alien. You're the alien. Yeah. I'm the player. Attack that alien. Go.
Listen, sometimes you miss. Sometimes you freak out. It happens in battle, son. But anyway, yeah.
That player's experience and accuracy is 105%.
Listen.
Success rate 98%.
Listen. If it's getting like that,
away into the ground. I've seen that. Or just shoots right through the alien.
If it's like that, it's not going to happen. If it's that high percent, it doesn't happen. But sometimes it doesn't make sense why. You can clearly see a clear line of sight. It's like 67%. It's like, why? I can see them. But anyway, game looks fucking amazing. It was like, it came out of nowhere. I didn't even know they were working. No one knew they were working on this. I was like, what the fuck?
Wait. Ubisoft?
Yeah, Ubisoft.
How is it you?
Because Mario's they gave them permission to do it, but they said if you're going to do this game, you have to do something different. So this is very different.
So this is definitely not our average Super Mario.
No, it's not you jumping around.
Peach.
No, it's not you jumping around on things. It's like you're going on adventures like that. There are other Mario characters too. Like I saw some Yoshi gameplay in there as well.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty much like they gave Mario a fucking blaster too. That's what I liked.
It's blaster.
Yeah, it's not really like a gun, but it's like a laser blaster. So it's kind of vague what's happening on it. But they gave him a blaster. And like things are awesome. There are team moves too. Like when you do Mario, you give your teammates a super hop. Huh. Ironic. It'll be like, okay, your team will run a Mario, and when you do, he'll boost you high in the air, and you'll get to land somewhere. And just like, all right, now you have more tactical advantage of what you're going to do because you can flank pretty easily with that. Huh. And on the map too, there are the pipes we can also use to go around the map quickly. Mm-hmm. It was like, dude, looking at it, I was like, this is. Starting off, I expected to fucking hate this game. I was like, God damn it, why are they doing that?
I can see that on Facebook. I just saw pictures of like Mario, and then a rabbit in a Mario suit. I'm like, this is a bloody joke, right? Mm-hmm. Mario, Mario Jumpman Mario, and then a rabbit from Rayman. Yeah. And then they're in the same picture, but the rabbit's cosplaying as Mario, and Mario's looking at him like, yo, what's up? And the rabbit's like, yo, what's up? And
Listen, it looks weird, but
it really does look weird.
The game looks like that's one of the things. Like looking at cinematic will not sell you. The gameplay is what sold me on it. And then after that, watching cinematic, I love it. Like that's what gets me. Like Peach, Rabbit Peach is the best thing I've seen in a very long while.
Really?
Yes. Oh, there's Rabbit Donkey Kong too.
Oh my god,
it's great.
So I'm guessing
there's a rabbit. Plant,
Mario.
What's the plant thing?
Piranha plant.
Yeah, rabbit plant. That rabbit piranha plant.
Is there a rabbit bullet bill too?
Yeah.
All right, I'm sorry.
See, what's happening is that something's happening where it's fusing all the things together. Mm-hmm. Even though for some reason Luigi and Peach are still fine, but some version of the other things have been fused together, and that's what happened. So the game looks pretty fucking awesome. It's like I'm sold for this game. Okay, so
as long. No.
I should tell you.
You know what? It can't be a Mario game without Bowser.
I think he might be there too. They've not shown that. But yeah.
Because he's the main antagonist next to who was the main antagonist in freaking Paper Mario? No, that's not canon. I don't care. Yeah. Paper Mario and Super Mario All Stars not canon. No. As soon as they put in that whole RPG element in it out, I could not do it. I remember I had the game for like 2 seconds and I just gave it to a friend back at school.
Shit, when was that game coming out?
Oh, you actually have to pay for it?
I believe I had to pay for it, but my phone keeps doing this thing where it keeps mixing up my notes. It keeps making duplicates but not copying everything over, so I don't know where that is anymore.
Well, you seem pretty hyped for this, and that's...
It looks like...
Because you're using the one for like...
If I had to consider buying a Switch for any game, it wouldn't even be Breath of the Wild. It would be for that.
And you know what? You said the same thing for Plants vs. Zombies on the Xbox One.
Listen,
it was a pretty fun game.
It's like... It's such a breath of fresh air from all the dark, gritty stuff. Because even next time, kind of dark, gritty. This is like bright, colorful, don't give a shit. Awesome. Yeah. Like, that's what the thing was for Plants vs. Zombies, too. Because it started a couple years ago. It was like, it started off like this sort of Battlefield one-type trailer. Like, it's very dark and gritty. And then it just gets hella bright. And it's like, there are plants and zombies running around. It's a third-person shooter. It looks fucking awesome. The game is fun as shit. Anyway. So, what else was... Oh, man. Aisha Tyler wasn't there. For the comedian from if you ever watched the new Who's on It Anyway, she's the host of it. Mm-hmm. She wasn't there. She's the one who usually did the Ubisoft pressers, and she wasn't there. She was really odd. Mm-hmm. They showed off more Assassin's Creed Origins there, which was good. Mm-hmm. I know you hate the franchise. I know you hate it, but South Park: The Fractured Butthole is possibly one of the funniest things ever, because it's just so offensive. So I love it.
Which is why it's so funny.
I mean, listen, if everyone's a target, no one's a target.
Yeah.
Listen, Cartman's super name was the Coon, and I was like, it's great. Like they're making fun of the superhero franchise. It's like you just take it down a peg. It's like I love it. Then they have a mobile app game too called The Thunder Story. I have no clue what the game is, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna love it too. Unless you have to fucking throw your phone. Then I'm not playing it. Oh, they had this steep.
You told me about
the DLC, the Road to the Olympics or whatever. Yeah.
I think I saw that when I was on my lunch. There was a video on Facebook. Like, I guess I'll take a look at this, and it looks amazing because I had a problem with Steep at one point. Like, hey, why can't we grind on things? And then boom, gun on shit. I'm like, woo! I'm gonna. Actually, they were actually released an earlier DLC where they included bobsleds, but I haven't bought that kind. I didn't buy the season pass. I didn't know how I was going to feel about Steep. Now I know that Steep is going to be one of those games like, if I don't want to be competitive, if I don't want to be all strung up and hyper or whatnot, if I just want to, cruise, have no objective, and just be one with the snow, be one with the mountain, Steep is the game for me, to unwind and just relax. I don't have to play none of the objectives or anything. I just stop at the top of Matterhorn and just go all the way down and just see how long I go without crashing and tumbling down. And now they're adding the Olympics, so that's bringing back a little bit more of a competitive thing. Mm-hmm. But Steep has always been more of a social competitive thing, try to be the best you can with the rest of the Steep community. I've tried that. I realized I suck, so I'm just gonna be a freestyle writer, and that's pretty much what I've been with Steep. I've never teamed up with anyone at all. People's been sending me invites. I'm like, nah, I'm just gonna solo play this.
Yeah. I mean, of course, it's Ubisoft, so they had Just Dance, but I didn't give a shit about that.
Just Dance?
Yeah.
That's still a thing?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, so of course, it's an annual thing, so it's always going to be a thing. It sells, it makes money. It's a good party game.
You know what? No. What they need to do is just...
dance. Okay, so anyway, we're skip past it. We gotta go. There's Far Cry 5.
Far Cry 5.
Which had some controversy because it's in America. Well, how could that happen? Well, one of the developers, on the interviews happening, was like, well, it's in Montana. And they did doing research for the game. They went out to Montana. They lost cell service. So all right, don't worry, we'll be back in a little bit. 2 hours. Nothing. A couple days. Nothing. A couple weeks. Nothing. It's sometimes, news can happen. This thing can happen in places and you never know about it. That's sometimes what happens. The world's a lot more connected now, but sometimes in rural areas that happens. If someone take out a cell tower, how are you going to get anything out?
Exactly.
Yeah, so these are crazy soldiers. They might just done that. You don't know what the game is like yet. It's this is America. Which is why it was kind of weird. The stuff like this happens in third world, the games in the third world countries and different countries that aren't America. No one blinks an eye. It happens in America. Everyone is up in arms. Get the fuck over yourselves. But yeah, it was I liked Far Cry. Far Cry to me, all of them. Far Cry is the best game to play when there is literally nothing else out. Because if there's something else out, I will not play a Far Cry game if I have nothing to play. That's how I figured out Far Cry 3. There was shit else to play for me. And I played Far Cry 3. It's this game is fucking awesome. Far Cry 4, it wasn't up to the scale for me for Far Cry 5. The map was smaller, but it was more dense. I don't care about how big a map is. If it's dense, I'm fine with that. Mm-hmm. But it's they didn't do anything different from 3, in my opinion, because of what you love about 3 is the villain. The Voss is the best villain
in the Far Cry
franchise. In any video game franchise. Oh, wow, really? Because he's very...
he thinks of himself as
he has a very magnetic personality. Essentially, he is the good guy. He's trying to protect his island. If you think about it, you're trying to protect his island, you're this rich white kid coming around shooting everyone. It's
I would imagine. Okay. I would imagine that we didn't know any better, and you guys attacked us. So it kind of make it seem like that you guys are the bad guys.
No. But first, when you come out, they do capture you, but again, it's you're trespassing on their island. Of course. What are you gonna do? Well, they're gonna let you wander around.
I'm guessing it's because they in the game. I never played it, but correct me if I'm wrong. I'm guessing the bad guys didn't allow you to explain why you're on the island in the first place. Hey, I'm on vacation. Didn't mean to come here. Please let us know.
They kept you. They tortured the shit out of some people. They kill some of your friends too. But it's listen, I understand. But I also think it's different perspective. He believes he is the good guy. Mm-hmm. Which honestly, I think he might be more regarding than you were, because it's what the fuck is going on with this kid? I don't know why some rich white kid just laying on your island is able to shoot everyone too. He has more military than anyone else combined. Don't know why that happened.
And then he just manages to slaughter them all.
That happened in the past 2 games too. It's okay, so I don't understand why that happened with 4 either, but whatever. Anyway, but Pagan Min did not. He had the magnetic personality, but it was once again they did not use him enough. Mm-hmm. Voss. Are you gonna play Far Cry 3 anymore? Don't you care?
No. Okay. I played it a little
Spoiler,
bit.
He's not the main villain. They kill him halfway through the game.
Okay.
He quite literally suffered the Cottonmouth syndrome. Where he is the magnetic personality. He is the one you think, no, he's dead. He has to fight this other guy who I didn't give a shit about. So there was that.
I'm just the mini boss. Get to the main boss.
Yeah, so there was that. So Far Cry 5 looks like it's gonna have that. Skull and Bones was a game I knew was coming, but didn't expect it to come. Mm-hmm. It's quite literally missing. It's not missing. I'm showing you something. It's quite literally the game from Assassin's Creed 4 that I wanted, which is the pirate stuff. I wanted that. I just wanted a game just like that, and he's all right, fine. But it's it's like, it's weird. Pirates are big this year now because there's Sea of Thieves now, and now there's going to be Skull and Bones. They're all coming in 2018, but they're different because Sea of Thieves, you work as a crew on one ship.
Yeah.
Skull and Bones, you have teammates, but everyone has their own ship. Huh. So it's like you guys could work like in a fleet sort of situation. Ooh, as opposed to that. Yeah, it's that sort of thing. Like everyone has different ships too that do different things. Like some are good for long range, some are faster, some are used to ram people,
and some are
big tanky ones. Like some are frigates. So like they'll be like, if some people need help, like, all right, I'll get in between you guys so you can get out of here. I'll take some brunt of this damage. I'll start fighting them. Yeah, so like that sort of thing too. The gameplay looks fun. It looks like Assassin's Creed 4. It looks like this is what I wanted from that. Art.
Nice.
Yeah, so like Ubisoft came to play this year, and let's see. Okay, so we're gonna get with the big one because this is what they ended with.
Okay.
Beyond Good and Evil 2. So you're not familiar with the franchise?
I am not familiar at all. So okay. Go ahead and explain to me what this is.
I don't care about spoilies because not familiar with the franchise either. I was hoping you were. I am not. I know it's like it was on the original Xbox. And then they did a remaster for the Xbox 360. It's something that people kept.
Pause.
What?
Isn't that the thing with the girl and a pig?
Yes. That's Beyond Good and Evil.
Okay, I think I've seen that. I've seen the cover. I'm still not familiar with, but I'm familiar with the cover. Mm-hmm. So continue.
But yeah,
a girl and a pig.
It's like a human pig hybrid thing. This is a whole future where these corporations are making hybrids of people just to enslave them, have them work for them. Mm-hmm. It's that sort of thing. And this game apparently is beloved. People have been asking for it for years. It's been 15 years since the first one.
Good Lord! Sounds like
so now that it's happening, people lost their shit, and they're like, "That's the way you in your conference, like saying we're doing it."
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like cinematic trailer. They apparently had this game before. They already showed a trailer for Beyond Good and Evil 2. That's been scrapped. That's not happening anymore. This is a different game happening. Mm-hmm. You can sign up for beta access for all their games. Actually, there's a lot of it. Mm-hmm. And yeah, I mean, it's a cinematic trailer. Once again, there's no new, but they didn't have a game to show. But I mean, the fact that it's an announcement is that's like you started off strong, you end strong. That's how you book in your conference. Ubisoft had the strongest showing this year. Yeah.
That was a stroke?
I'm tired. I'm tired and I'm hungry. And I have anything to eat all day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but to me, Ubisoft had the strongest press conference. I was like, that's all the okay, minus like Just Dance or whatever. But a lot of games look solid. I mean, Just Dance might be fine, but I mean, it's one of those annual. It's like another one's annual franchise. It's like Madden or it's like I don't care.
But like what I was saying before about what Just Dance, what they need to do. It's just add extra DLC, like add new songs. You don't need to recreate the entire game.
I mean, I say
the mechanics is still gonna be the same. Like, okay, Just Dance.
I say that same thing with Madden and NFL and FIFA. It's like you don't need
to redo the entire thing. Stop spending all this money to like rebuild.
But here's the thing: they're not spending all that much money because they're just really building off last year. They're making a lot of money on it though. Yeah. They're selling like what $60. It's like if you do it for DLC, you wouldn't make that much. I understand from the business aspect, from the game aspect, it's like. You don't need to do all that. Just add some DLC. Like these are new stats. These are new stats for this year. It's like these are the new stats for the NBA or whatever. Or these are the new people who are going to be in it. I understand that, but I understand also from a business aspect. This is why you do it. Mm-hmm. Like once again, for movies and everything else, like for television, it's a business. Gaming is a business first. Take your art, go down by the river, and live under the bridge. That's where you're going to be.
Wow. Because then, like, if let's say Just Dance 5 plays, it's 5, right?
5? This is 2018, man. This is just at 2018. They go by years. They don't go by 1, 2, 3.
No, Just Dance.
Yeah, this is Just Dance 2018.
Okay, so Just Dance 2018. There's some songs on there that you can play. But what if you want the mechanics is like I don't know, so much more sharper and whatnot, and you want to play an old song from Just Dance 2017?
Well, they have a DLC pack for you in 2018. It's called Just Dance 2017 DLC pack. I guarantee it.
Is it free?
I highly doubt it. Because again. Business first. If you can make it work where you're keeping people in your ecosystem, if that's how you're making money, by all means. But if you're not, you gotta get that money, boy.
Mm-hmm. So E3 started strong with Mario.
Ubisoft press conference.
Ubisoft.
Yes.
So it was Miyamoto with Mario and crossover with Rabbids. What is the name of that game, by the way?
It's Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle.
Okay. And then they ended strong with
Beyond Good and Evil 2 cinematic trailer, of course.
Okay. And then I think we just about covered everything.
We got to go to Sony.
Oh, okay. So, okay. Okay.
So rant time. Sony.
Yes.
Me to you, right? I get it. You guys have it. They always run out of theater. Theatrical experience. There's a stage and everything. Beautiful stuff happening. Fire your goddamn director. Whoever's in charge of doing the cameras, fire them. If it's someone you're just like hiring every once in a while, quit hiring them. Because guess what? I'm looking at if you're at home, the cameras don't match people who are on the freaking at the stages. They in the seats. They don't matter. I don't want to have a camera looking at a screen for that damn long. I don't want the cameras to keep looking at the goddamn audience, who are, by the way, for some reason, not that impressed with what you're doing. Like, it kept, you know what it reminded me of? It reminded me of if you're showing a video to someone and you're looking at them for their reaction the entire time to like what they're doing. It's like, all right, here's this video, watch. All right, like you're looking at it, you're like, oh no, you know a part's coming up, so you look at them and you see where them do it. That's what it felt like.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah, dude. And the fact that like the worst part was like, people weren't really reacting all that strongly during the conference. It was Sony's was kind of
like this, huh?
Sony's was just kind of there. There was some mild applause. There wasn't really like a big whoosh or anything. It was just like some mild applause. I mean, it might be because it was at the end of the day. Because I don't know why. I don't know why Sony didn't move up, because 2 press conferences left that day. EA's gone from that day, and now Microsoft's gone from that day. There's a lot more time you can move up, and he still kept it at 6 p.m. But I mean, Sony's going to be Sony, and it's like, okay, so God of War. Oh, actually, what was the first thing they showed? Shit. I think it was Horizon Zero Dawn. They had some DLC.
Oh, yeah, there's DLC for that.
There was an Uncharted spinoff. It might be DLC, it might be its own standalone thing, but kind of like how Infamous had the First Light, or had Last of Us had the other thing too. There's like, it's their own individual thing, but it's also related to this.
Right.
They have that for Uncharted now, which is cool. That's all you. Once again, not really caring about Uncharted or The Last of Us. I understand people; they are beloved. I got you. Not for me.
I keep forgetting that Naughty Dog is still in the game.
Yeah, of course they apparently dominate the
game. When you gonna bring me a better Jack and Daxter?
Freaking Days Gone looks good. I have a problem because they're fucking zombies, but the developers like, no, they're not zombies. We're not doing that. They're freakers. Like, what's that mean?
What the?
They are infected people. It's like, they're fucking zombies. They run. Yeah, sure, but I mean, infected person, sure, but they call it freakers.
What?
It's some sort of disease. I don't know. But honestly, the game looks fun. The game looks great. They actually show gameplay, but the problem with that is like, they showed that last year too. God of War, same thing. God of War, I'm not sure if it's God of War
Kratos
4.
and Son.
Yeah, Kratos and Son. It's going to be a great father and son road trip adventure. It's I'm excited for the game coming 2018.
I never played any of the God of Wars at all.
They're fun.
I actually remember there's a very awkward moment of me trying to play God of War in a GameStop, and then there's this scene where like there's 2 ladies over here in a waterfall, and I went to them, and then it went off screen.
Was that in the demo at the Target?
No, it wasn't in Target. It was in GameStop. This was years ago.
Was it in GameStop? I did not know that.
I'm like, oh, okay, let me display that. Oh, okay, I have to go over here with these 2 girls. Okay, let's see what they want. I wasn't paying attention, but now that I look about it, the waterfall was just perfectly covering up their nudity. Mm-hmm. And then I went there and it went off screen. It's like, okay, triangle. Hey, triangle. Okay, sound. Circle. All right, circle. Okay, a little bit more girly sounds.
This guy.
All right, X. The controller is vibrating and lots of sound is happening. And then it goes off screen and then he's just walking off and the girls are just looking pretty
you get a lot of orbs.
Satisfied.
You got a lot of orbs.
Yeah.
All the orbs.
I'm like, so what?
But yeah, there is that. I don't think there's going to be any of that in this game. It's going to be really awkward doing something with you and your son. But man. Okay, yeah. My main problem was like they kept cutting to the audience, and the audience was okay. And also another.
So just fire the
during days
the grips. So what? I mean, what they call grips?
No, the director.
Oh, director.
There's a director during these sort of events. There's the director telling you, okay, cut to this camera, cut to that camera. First off, I don't need a camera pointed at the audience. I'm not here to look at them. Also, the Destiny thing. Of course, they're showing us Destiny because they have exclusive content. They show a Destiny trailer, and there's a point where the Cabal, spoilers, he kicks you off the edge because he took your life.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
At the fucking broadcast, they cut to I shit you not, the furthest camera from the screen. It's all the way back at the back of the auditorium to show banners falling in there. It's like, I don't give a shit about the banners falling in the auditorium. I'm looking at the goddamn thing. why am I looking at that when I can't see? One, I can barely see the banner because it's fucking dark. And it's like, I'm trying to look at the game. I'm trying to look at the game you're trying to show me.
Well, you know what?
I don't give a shit about the banners.
Well,
fuck them.
Well, you know what? Microsoft did that a couple more times, but they did it strategically when like they had like the main screen in the middle, and then they had 2 screens on the side. Like what they did for Ori or the freaking, what was it? Oh, they had this new squirrel game that was coming out. When the squirrel was going around and like digging on the ground from one screen to another screen, like, okay, I don't mind that. That's like, no, that's strategic, that's artistic. Yeah. Okay. But then it goes back to the main screen.
Yeah.
I don't mind it.
Microsoft did it quicker when they went back to the screen. And when they would show lighting change, it was like, okay, but honestly, Microsoft 2, hate it. Keep it on the screen. I don't care about what the audience. At least Microsoft does not show the fucking audience.
They don't. But from what you're explaining, what Sony's doing, I'm like, yeah, that's pretty
It's
bad.
like they literally turn the camera around to look at the people behind them. It's like, stop showing me that.
Okay, like footage, and oh, you are now on Kiss Cam.
I hate it. And people were, for the VR stuff, by the way, people were just dead in the water. Like they showed the Final Fantasy fucking fishing
15
VR.
hours. Wait, Final Fantasy what?
Final Fantasy 15 like fishing VR thing or whatever.
Fishing
there wasn't
VR.
even a complimentary applause. It was just dead silent. I was like, Jesus. Well, like honestly, they're trying. They're trying to get some VR tries out there. They're trying to keep the brand alive because VR is now a thing, and it's like they didn't want to invest all this money to have it just die out again.
Yeah.
So
also, 2 game trailers dropped before this event. Or I'm guessing during all this was happening. Kingdom Hearts 3
I have not looked at it.
Huh?
I have not looked at it.
I seen it
because I do not care.
Kingdom Hearts 3 and then Ace Combat 7.
Man,
I now have
about.
Huh?
It's a 2 games I do not care about.
I know originally it was supposed to be on a PS4, like exclusive, but now it's showing that it's going to be on the Xbox as well.
Yeah.
So now I have a reason to keep my Xbox.
I mean, it's not now. It's been like that for years.
Well, I didn't. I was left in the dark.
Listen, it's fine, Collier. I mean, I only posted that years ago, but it's fine that you did not pay attention to it.
Okay. But I also heard that Ace Combat 7 was supposed to be VR. Mm-hmm. They didn't even touch on that.
It's just no. It wasn't at the press conference at all. It was just there's a fishing game. There's this game called Moss about a mouse whose name is not Mouse or Moss or anything. I have no clue. The game called Moss.
The game is called Moss.
MOSS. It's about a mouse named something else other than Moss.
Ooh-wee. Sony, what's going on?
Listen, people put the games that they're going to put up there, but it's like a lot of stuff is like, man. Chugging through. Horizon Zero Dawn, once again, looks great, but it's DLC. Mm-hmm. The main problem for me was there was nothing really hard-hitting or original from it. It's like, I've seen these games before.
Yeah.
Like Destiny 2, I already know Destiny's coming out.
Yeah.
Days Gone, you showed me this last year. God of War, you showed me this last year. Horizon Zero Dawn, showed me this last year. Came out this year. This is DLC. Uncharted, we've been down this. I've seen this trailer already for Uncharted. Mm-hmm. I got it. Spider-Man.
That was the only original thing.
Nope. Spider-Man was shown last year.
Was it?
They talked about Spider-Man for the PS4 exclusive last year, made by Insomniac. Listen, and what it is what this looks like what Arkham did for Batman. This is what that looks like it's going to happen for Spider-Man now. It looks great. It's a PS4. That one's a PS4 exclusive. I love the way it looks.
That looks really, really fun. It reminds me of the best Spider-Man game I've ever played.
Spider-Man 2.
For the PS2. Yes, Spider-Man 2.
Yes.
The swinging dynamics was on point. It felt right.
What I like about this is that you're actually hooking on to things as opposed to just hooking on to the Spider-Man 2 is like, man, look at all these blimps are here.
Well, no, you actually have to hook onto the buildings as well.
Yeah, you could hook on the buildings, but sometimes you're just going down the street just doing this. It's like, there's no building above you right now. You're just hooking on the clouds, apparently. There are blimps everywhere.
No, you was just hooking onto the very, very high points of the building. Which is why you had a...
Okay, what about Central Park then?
You never swing through Central Park. You could do,
Collier, there were a lot of open space there.
Yeah, I know,
I'm looking at where his hands are going. He's pointing straight up.
No, because I don't remember.
I understand it was limited at the time, but now it looks like it's fit. Well, okay. Yeah, sure. See him take a swing at me? This guy.
No. But the only thing that I do remember, once you unlock the move, it's like a zip web, like what the new Spider-Man was doing, like 2 zips, and you pull yourself forward. Yeah. That would be the only thing that you could do through Central Park. That's all that I've been doing, because there's nothing tall enough to swing apart, so I just did that through Central Park, or I just went around it.
You can just swing.
I never swung through it. At
some point, they just stopped caring. There were just a lot of blimps in the air. That's all I did. That's why my mind was like, they're blimps, we're fine, and we're just going.
But yeah, this Spider-Man game actually looks pretty promising.
It looks good.
Wilson Fisk is in it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's a Marvel universe.
Yeah, it's pretty.
It's not the MCU, so like, yeah, it's a Marvel universe. So like everything from Spider-Man is going to be in there because it's a game, not not the animated universe, and it's not the movie universe.
It's the gaming universe.
Yes.
So MCU. I'm gonna shoot myself in the foot later.
Don't say that again. All right. But yeah.
What else did Sony flop on?
I mean, okay, I'm not gonna call it a flop. I mean, it wasn't a good conference, but it wasn't a flop. I mean, watching it at home, I'm pretty sure people in the audience had a different reaction than I did because they're in the audience. So things like that.
These conferences are free to attend too, right?
No.
Ooh. So
Days Gone, of course. They had theatrical experience like Days Gone when there's a portion when you're walking through all these freakers hanging upside down, or corpse hanging upside down. One of them freaker. They're like people actually hanging on the stage, and they cut to do that. It was like okay, and then when at the point when one of them was freaking started moving, and the people on the rope started moving, they're all hanging upside down.
Oh my gosh, no!
Yeah, listen, man, they did it. I mean, honestly, for theatrical experience at the stage makes a difference.
Yeah.
Me watching at home. Do not care. I'm trying to look at the game. You're cutting to something on the side of the screen. It's like, stop. Like, I forgot what it was. I think it was actually Spider-Man. Like, it was cutting to another screen, too. Like, it was like sorry, panel 2. It was like, stop. I'm trying to look at Spider-Man right now. You got another screen coming up. I don't care.
What was that other screen that was coming up?
I don't know.
I
was actually trying to look at Spider-Man, and I didn't know what the other screen was doing.
Jeez. So what is y'all doing with your camera directions?
Yeah, fire them. They did the same thing last year too. I was like, stop cutting to the guys. To be honest, this last year's was good, so there was actually stuff to talk about because it was all.
I'm guessing they was trying to make it a little bit more, not realistic, but more not really interactive either. But like bringing it out from the game and making it
cinematic, theatrical.
Not necessarily. I guess.
Regardless, they failed.
Yeah.
Because when you do that, you take me out of what I'm watching. You take me out of the experience of me watching it.
Submersion. There we go. I think they're trying to like submerge it by bringing it out to you.
It
like,
did not
okay,
work.
yeah, it's in the game, but it's also here too.
Yeah, it did not work.
So they're trying to.
Oh, you mean immerse?
I mean immerse. There we go. Immerse, not submerge. Immerse.
Once again, if I was there, that would do it. At home, not doing it. That takes me out of it.
I'm guessing they tried.
And honestly, I want the company to do okay. And also, I had the problem with these two guys I saw at the freaking during the Days Gone part of the conference. Mm-hmm. As soon as that they finally had something to cut to, I guess in the audience, they cut to these two guys standing up doing this. I was there. It's like what in the world? Like you're bowing.
What is Days Gone anyways? What game is that?
It's a zombie game. Freakers, remember?
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And it's like why? It's a company that does not care about you. People are like, oh no, they care about. They're like, no. They don't care about gamers. Like, no, they care about gamers' money. Gamers vote with their wallets, and they will go. That's why they feel like they care about gamers. They care about your money.
Your money, yeah.
So you bow to them. It's like you're bowing to a corporation. What the hell is this? Mm-hmm. I mean, bowing to a corporation. That doesn't sound right coming out of my mouth. So what?
No.
But whatever. Fanboy it up. That's by all means. It's just to me idiotic. If you like games, you like games, and if there's a game on the certain console you want, but you can't get it, it's like, well, can I get the console or just move on?
Also, what was that game that we saw last year, E3, where it's like a big, massive horde of zombies coming at you?
That was Days Gone.
Was that it?
Yeah.
Okay. Jeez.
Yeah,
so they're not zombies, so they're all freakers?
Yeah,
or is it just like a...
Freakers, yeah.
Oh, okay, so it's not class types. They're just called freakers, not zombies.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, they're fast zombies, freakers. But yeah, that was pretty much it from them. There were some indie titles too, but...
Nothing really
stuck out. A lot of the VR stuff hit flat because showing VR on a 2D screen first and foremost is not entertaining.
No.
Oh, they did announce a Skyrim VR.
Oh dear.
Because you haven't bought Skyrim enough, guess what? You get it on VR now.
Oh,
it's going to be PlayStation VR. I think that's going to be it only or dead at launch. Or maybe it's going to be on PC too. Who knows? But Skyrim VR. And it's like, I'm Skyrimmed out, guys. I can't keep buying Skyrim. I can't keep doing it.
And Skyrim was like one of the biggest games. I mean, they keep adding more stuff. And it's just like a lore-based game. You're like, oh yeah, you finished the game, but now there's all this lore about this world.
You don't finish Skyrim.
No, you don't.
Skyrim keeps going.
Yeah. Jeez.
Yeah, so that's the thing. It's like, oh man, Skyrim. There was the direction and the lack of anything really original. Like this, most of this E3 was kind of like, meh.
The only few exciting things was like Microsoft. They had like a couple of hard hitters.
I mean, Anthem.
Yeah,
Anthem. Star Wars Battlefront gameplay was good to watch. I mean, they showed all that gameplay at the end of it too, which was the battlefield. It looked fun. To play as a droid.
Oh yeah, I saw that too. Like, wait,
Roger.
There's clones fighting droids, so I'm guessing this.
I can't wait for the Jar Jar and Salacious Chrome DLC pack. I can't wait for them to be heroes.
Wait.
Salacious Chrome DLC, son.
So you're gonna be able to play as Jar Jar?
Yeah, I don't know. I hope so.
Or at least you can be on the enemy side.
I don't think so.
Or you can just be on the enemy side and shoot Jar Jar down.
I hope so.
I would get that DLC just for that.
But yeah, so sorry, Battlefront's good. But besides, most of it was that. Of course, Nintendo. Mario Odyssey was another Mario game.
Oh yeah, Nintendo participated in this?
Well, it was a direct.
Oh, okay.
They're talking about the direct now because I have nothing to say more about Sony's because I don't want to keep shitting on it because I like Sony. I like the games they put out. I like the games, but it's just that
the presentation
needs to work. They need to do something else. I'm tired of looking to audience members.
Because I'm pretty sure you're tired of like figuring it out on your own because the presentation was so bad that the game was actually pretty good.
Yeah.
If they would have marketed it a whole lot better, you would have been sold from right then and there. Not 3 years later after you've seen it and it just looked bad.
I was already sold, but my problem with me was that none of the games of the show were like coming out this year.
Oh, okay, yeah, that too.
Skyrim VR, I think that was about it. They say like 2017 release date. Everything else like 2018. I don't know when. Like Days Gone does not have a release date.
Oh jeez.
Not even a release window.
When's Anthem coming out? Next year?
Anthem says 2018 and he said early 2018.
Okay. So I'm guessing when we get our Xbox.
Yes. Xbox One X.
Xbox One X. We just gonna basically play all the games that we have on Xbox One and 360 and original. My gosh, that's right. Original Xbox. They're gonna be. That was one of the more exciting things for me too.
How did I forget that they're expanding that?
Yeah. Wow. I mean, like, okay, when you said like, well, of course you all know we have our Xbox compatibility, backwards compatibility thing that we got going on, but we're not gonna stop there. We gonna give you more. We want more. You guys wanted more. Like, so you guys you guys finally finished the entire collection for the Xbox 360 games. No. Am I gonna get my Ace Combat finally?
Okay, so the thing about that, they're already ready to go for the Xbox. They're waiting. They have to wait for the publisher to say, yeah, you can do that.
Yeah.
Because unless they say, yeah, you can do that.
Because there's a lot of games under 360 that I want to buy again, such as my two Xbox.
When you talk about the Ace Combat game, you're just like, well,
because it's not on the list.
But talk to the Ace Combat guys. They're the ones who say if Microsoft can go ahead with that or not.
Right.
So if they don't say yeah, they can't do it.
Right,
how Activision has not done any of the Call of Duty. Like, no, because we can resell these things. They think they did Black Ops 2, but it's like, they're not going to do Modern Warfare because they have to remaster. They're never going to do that. They're not going to do Modern Warfare 2 because they might remaster that one day as well. So why would they? Oh, right. Why would they give that?
Wouldn't that technically still be more sales in their pocket too for those who haven't bought it for the 360, but those who played it for the Xbox One?
No, because if you only get it for the Xbox One, you have to buy it again. Because if you already have Modern Warfare sitting around at home, guess what? You don't have to buy it. You have it.
Yeah, it didn't just be.
So that's not more sale. That's a sale loss.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, I'm saying that for those who haven't.
I mean, for those who haven't, yeah, but for those who haven't, guess what? Those who have as well, that's more sale.
Oh, okay. But anyways, yeah, they when he said you guys wanted more, I just thought that there was this, they finally finished the roster, but no, they freaking did the whole Xbox original opening. I'm like, no, you guys did. I mean, I've never owned an original Xbox, but just for the Xbox fandom and community, I'm pretty sure that was exciting for them. I was excited for you guys. I never owned the original Xbox, but that was pretty darn exciting that they actually were listening to us. I didn't know that you guys were actually wanting, original Xbox games to be backwards compatible. It seemed like a simple feat, and they've done it.
From the moment they announced that, people were asking, could they go back to all the way to the originals?
I never even knew that people even wanted that.
Yeah, that was very popular. Like, people wanted the originals as well. They wanted to go all the way back.
I was thinking, like, no, that's a pretty good idea, but how could that even be possible? Because by then the graphics would be like so different. Would that even be compatible with like such a crazy, awesome processing system?
I mean, but that's still the same thing with like the Xbox 360 game. The games look so different already. They're like, if you go back and look at a game, like I look at Dragon Age Origins, look at Inquisition, those games look completely different.
Yeah,
it's just just going back a little bit further.
Exactly.
I mean, like for Halo Combat Evolved. Like Anniversary Edition, you can look at it how they have it now, like how they did it, or you can look at it back then. You can still look at it. It's not like it's a horrible game to look at.
Yeah, yeah.
It's just
before.
It just doesn't look as good as you remember.
Yeah.
Like you used to look at it and go, wow.
Yeah, and then also they say like all the accessories are compatible across all the platforms too. So the Xbox One S, and the X, we don't have to buy another specific controller for the Xbox One X. And I'm pretty sure the Elite is still out there for grabs. Yeah. I still haven't got myself an Elite. I keep looking at that thing. I'm like, you know what? What do I need all these extra buttons for?
Listen, man, it helps. Like, okay, so the most annoying thing about GTA is how you have to tap A to
run. Yeah,
but sometimes you have to take your finger off the controller to do anything else. If you put it to the pedal down here, just boop. Mm-hmm. Now you just run it. You have to click just right there.
So that.
So then your thumb is free to do other things while you're this. Yeah.
Okay.
Because when you're running, you have to keep tapping A, which means you took your hand off the with your right stick looking.
Right.
Yeah. So now he's like, well, I can just run, and now I can look too. I can run and look in different directions as I run. Guess what? I can move my head while running, guys.
No. Okay. Huh.
Yeah. Now you have a different application for what you can do with that.
But the bloody controllers themselves are they're the same price as a bloody new game. Well, $60.
Well, no. New controllers. Elite controllers $150.
What do Elite? How much?
$150.
Never mind. I'm thinking of
a normal controller.
A normal controller and the customizable ones. I'm not gonna get a customizable one. No, I'm not gonna do that.
All right.
But that was pretty good.
Nintendo Direct had a Mario Odyssey, which is a new sort of. It looks another fun Mario game.
I saw that on.
I didn't see that much from it. I was trying to watch it that morning, and I was fucking tired. Because that was when we stayed up all night with our fucking Overwatch event, and it was like, all right, I had to be up in 4 hours. That was what I was talking about, and boy, I wasn't out of it. There was that. I know they're bringing back Metroid. It's like Metroid 4 something. It's like 4, and then there's
Is it a remaster or does it continue with the original story?
No,
because I think the last one.
I think this was a continuation, and there's to get people hyped. There's a 3DS game coming out, which is a remake, not a remaster of the Samus Returns. Which is Metroid 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just a remake.
So it's on there. It's kind of 3D, 2D-ish. They've worked some. I felt it looks good. Mm-hmm. If you have a 3DS and you want to play some Metroid, by all means, pick that up when it comes out.
Yeah. That's pretty much it. We just pretty much covered everything, or
I think so. Unless I might be missing a lot of stuff from Nintendo Direct. If I am, correct me in the comments below. Let's get this going in the comments. If you guys want to talk about what you were excited about and what you didn't like at the E3, were you one of the people who really did love the Sony press conference? If so, by all means, tell me where I'm wrong. I will love to hear it. Just comment below.
Yeah, just don't set the comment section on fire.
Nah, fuck it, do it. Light this bitch up.
All right, go ahead and do it.
Fan war, let's do it. Xbox versus Sony. Who won the E3s? Why doesn't it matter?
Dude, remember we was actually having like a weird, tense console war? I think it was like a couple years back. Like Xbox better, no, Sony's better. And that's when Nintendo was just like right there on the.
There was never a weird tense console war. That's what fans do. No one gives a shit.
Yeah, I stopped caring. Like, guys, no, we're all gamers.
He's like, you know what? Guess what? If you could just buy the other one and play those games too, it's fine.
Yeah, I mean that's what you did.
Yeah, I got Xbox One and the PS4, and I just play both. You know why?
And also you have more variety of games. Like, I want to play this game, but it doesn't come out the console. But hey, I got both. I can buy it for this one, and I can still play it. I'm not limited.
Like the Spider-Man game coming out. It's like if I only had an Xbox, I wouldn't be able to play it. But I want to play that, so what would I do? Just get the console and play it. I mean, if I want to play it, why limit myself?
Exactly.
Because I want to stick to I want to go like, no, Microsoft is better. They make the greatest console ever. I was like, why would I do that? Or if I wanted to play Halo and I only had a PS4, why would I limit myself to only playing one console when I can play multiple consoles? It's like, right, you can spend a little more money, yeah, but I mean, if it's worth it in the end, like you have the games you want to play
in the long run.
Yeah, like that's why I mainly play Destiny on PS4 because it has exclusive content for it. Right. That's why I was able to play Last of Us. I mean, even though I had a good experience playing Last of Us, I didn't have to. Oh my god, this is the best game ever. Experience because
other people.
One game it was very much like Uncharted. It was like, this game is good now, but it will not hold up in a couple years because it's not that stylized. It's really realistic. It's fun enough, but it forgets it's a game sometimes, and that's my problem with it. It's like they forget their games.
Right.
But like the Crash Bandicoot
Crash Bandicoot
coming out in when they had remaster or whatever. When they come out, and it wasn't at this press conference here. When it comes out, it's going to be a PS4 exclusive. Where are you going to have to buy that? PlayStation 4. If I want to play that again and relive some of my childhood from playing Crash Bandicoot. I'm tired. We've recorded for 2 hours. Crash Bandicoot. I'm going to have to play it on the PS4. I'm not going to say, no, I'm not going to do that. If I want to, why not do that? I mean, sitting there stuck in the mud saying, no, this one's better. I'm not going to do that. It's like, you get so stale and fragmented that way. You're not experiencing other things. It's kind of like xenophobia for countries like
but you're doing it for consoles.
Yeah, it's like, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to experience Halo or Gears of War because I want to stick with Killzone and everything else. Like, why not? There might be something fun there. It's like, I don't want to play Sunset Overdrive because I'm only on PlayStation. It's like, or you could play Sunset Overdrive and have a fucking amazing experience because that's a goddamn great game.
Now that you say it, I think I may go back to because it is a fun. Oh awesome. My god!
Or like also Insomniac making Spider-Man. Why not? Why say no? I'm not going to play that because I'm only sticking to Microsoft. Like, all right, I mean, if you like Spider-Man, why not play it? Yeah. Like Justin was like, he's going to buy a Xbox One again because play State of Decay 2 because it's only going to be there.
Oh yeah, it is an exclusive, huh?
Yeah, Microsoft owns Dead Labs.
That's right.
So
for me, I think it's just because of a keeper option. Because all I have is an Xbox. I never owned a PS3 or a PS4, but I find it as a keeper option because I don't have the money to buy another PS4 and invest more money on these awesome games that's coming out. Yeah. But I also have you will buy the games, and you would tell me your option about it. And I'm like, okay, that's cool. I could somewhat, experience it according to what you think about the game. But me, I just find it as a keeper option.
Oh yeah, if you can't afford it, you pick one. But I'm just saying, if you can't afford it and you just want to fragment yourself, don't do that. There's no reason for you to fragment yourself when helping one helps the other. All of them live in a symbiotic relationship. What one of them does affect the other? Why the Xbox was making the Xbox One X? Because they're getting their asses kicked right now, so they need to up their game. That's why that's happening. If Sony was not outselling the Xbox, you don't get the Xbox One X. You don't get that.
Right.
But that's why they're doing it. Sony felt they need to stay on top because they knew something was coming from Microsoft because there's no way they're going to not respond. That's why they made the PS4 Pro. There's VR responsible for it because PC's now getting VR. The industry is moving it's like a cog. When something moves, the other things move, and that's just going to keep advancing us forward.
Yeah, that's going to keep everything else going. It seems like with the whole PS4 Pro plus VR, it almost seemed like there was their trump card, and I kind of felt it's like, we're out of ideas. We need to make some more ideas fast because we're just getting like a little weird vibe from Microsoft right now, and it's just not feeling nice. It's barely there, but it doesn't feel good. So someone, please start spitting out stuff. So it kind of seems like they're relying on other developers and game publishers to create games exclusive for the PS4, and that's how they're gonna get their sales.
I mean, that's what sell consoles are exclusive. Like that's the reason why you get them. And honestly, if I'm not saying to get a console for one game. I mean, I'm just saying if you want to get a console, you get it for one because your friends are on it and you want to communicate with them. Two, it's the games as well. The games are what you're gonna have fun with. If you see enough that it's like, okay, and now I just like it's building up. It's like if you see a whole ton of games on a console and you think they look fun, but you're just sitting there like, no, I want to stay loyal to this brand. Mm-hmm. Don't stay loyal to that brand because that brand does not give a shit about you. The brand cares about your money, and that's about it. Microsoft does not love you. Sony doesn't love you. Nintendo does not love you. Nintendo is a company. It is a business. It loves what's in your wallet. It loves money. It does not care about you, the person. Sorry to let you know that.
Be loyal to yourself as a gamer and just make a big variety for yourself to experience all this greatness in the gaming industry, in the gaming world. As a gamer, you're only doing yourself a favor.
Yeah,
you're bringing more fun to yourself and also other people who, like your friends, or you may meet new people across the world who also have share the same interests with you in common games, which is why Microsoft and Xbox made like the whole clubs things. It was like a couple months ago. It was earlier this year.
Yes, clubs, groups, like all that stuff.
Yeah, looking for groups and whatnot. Mm-hmm. That's why they wrote that out, so it can become more connected, more community, more social. You're only limiting yourself with just one console. Just if you have the money and if you want to, if you really, really want to, go ahead, buy yourself a sacred console. You're only limiting yourself with only one. I know I'm limiting myself, but I'm pretty comfortable for where I'm at. I do want to buy a PS4, but I haven't really found a reason why. Well, there were some games like, okay, now I have a reason to buy a PS4. But then I found out that it's also exclusive. I mean, it's also available for the Xbox One.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, so I can save my money now. I don't need to dump $200, maybe $300 for a PS4 Pro just for that game.
But that means that there's some pretty good games on the PS4. I mean,
yeah, regardless of the ones that I want, but I still need to play Last of Us. I want to play Last of Us. I hear it's a pretty fun game. Yeah. Well, that forgets that it's a game. It's just a very good narrative.
Yeah, regardless of what I say about it, people love that game, and they also love Uncharted, and that's also on. They got the Uncharted collection, which is 1, 2, and 3, and they have Uncharted 4. They have the new Uncharted-ish game coming out. I'm not sure if that's like a DLC pack, if it's like half a game or something, but it's coming out. Last of Us 2 is coming out. It wasn't at the show this year, which is really odd.
Last of Us 2?
Yes, it's a sequel to the Last
So it's continuing the story off of Ellie.
I believe so. I have not watched the trailer because I don't need to watch it. I was like, that game's coming out. I was like, I'll buy it because I enjoy it. It's just like if it's a game. But I was like, I don't have a reason to do it. Like that's how I felt with the Avengers. I'm not watching any of the trailers because I already.
You already know you're gonna buy it.
The best trailer was the first game. I got it. I'm done. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, but this year is like when I was looking at it, I was like, I might buy a Nintendo Switch as well because the game's there. Like the Mario and Rabbids game is like it's the oddest thing to say, but I might like it. I like the way Breath of the Wilds look. I don't know what other game. Mario Odyssey looks good too, so it's like those are games like I might buy one. So why not?
The only reason why I know so much about Mario Odyssey, or just the limited information that I know, was because I was watching Game Theory, Culture Shock. That's what it was. Which is like basically like a subsection of Game Theory. And he was saying like these places are like based off of other real place events, but there's no actual Mario coins at all.
There are different sort of coins.
There's different sort of coins.
Now it's currency that you can get stuff with. That's that they were doing different.
Yeah.
I mean, say what you will about Mario's, they try to make their games different. Yeah. They like Mario Sunshine. It's primetime Mario right there. That is, regardless of your opinion on the game or not, Mario Sunshine was the shit.
And then they just took everything to like 11.5 with the Super Mario Galaxy. And they started to add these near impossible levels. Oh, if you really want to 100% the game, do that was like the All-Star, I forgot what the heck it's called, but I seen those levels on YouTube. I'm like, I would just get frustrated and throw that bloody nunchuck at the screen.
Yeah. Well, there's some points in Mario, I'm going to talk about Mario Odyssey a little bit. So you're with this little hat called Cappy.
Yeah, the hat with arms. You could throw it, and then you could jump. You could jump on it and get further. Yeah, like, I saw that. That's a cool feature.
You'll take over Bullet Bill or whatever, but also like there are also points in the game too where you can go like to a 2D section of it. Oh. And just work it away. Like there's a inverted pyramid in one of the levels that they're going through, and when he was in the 2D section, there were red pyramids like this and blue pyramids like this. When you jumped into it, you flipped over and you're using the gravity from that section. Like you're on the ceiling, and I was like, that's awesome.
That reminds me of another game actually took that concept. Was it Metroid? No, but actually you control the gravity in that game though.
Oh, there's that gravity shooter that you're talking about that came out a couple years ago. It's not called Inverted.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
I don't know what it was called.
I can't remember what it's called, but that looks fun too.
I don't think it got the gross reviews. I think there were some issues with that, but it looked unique. So by all means, you call it unique any day. Besides that, something that really wasn't, at least I didn't see it at any press conference, was Cliff Bleszinski's new game. Cliff Bleszinski, of course, being the guy who was at Epic before. He made Unreal Tournament 2, and then he's responsible for Gears of War. In Gears of War 2, he left. He retired for a little bit. Now he's back. He has his own studio. It's a game called Lawbreakers. If you've not seen it, look it up. It is a very fast-paced shooter game. It's like they didn't say class-based. It's a class-based game, but they call it a role-based game. It's like, they're healers, they're tanks, they're all this sort of things, and it's just a very fast-paced shooter. It looks very fun. Only $30. It's coming out in August. When was that release date for a game releases? Go, Jelani.
That also reminds me of something.
Coming out August 8th.
August 8th, okay. Yeah. It also reminds me of another game that Microsoft had. Player Unknown? Something?
Player Unknown's Battle. That's right. I forgot about that. So
I think I actually might have seen that under like some weird Facebook videos or whatever.
It's already a PC game.
It was a PC, just like a big giant open world, just survive.
Yeah, it's like another one of those.
It's not
like
really
Hunger Game-ish sort of things, like that. Calling now Darwin Project, but now for something they did not announce at the conference, which I don't know why, but they had the next day. they're adding zombies to the game.
No.
Like it's a zombie game type, which is very ironic because the developer of this, I guess some of them left and made their own thing. Mm-hmm. They started off working on DayZ. Which DayZ still not here yet for some reason. So I was like, I wonder who's going to beat them to DayZ first, them or DayZ. Guess what? I think it might be them.
It's them.
Listen, it's like as long as I have no problem as long as it's not the entire game. If it's a game type,
just a game type, like 100. Like this is like 100 people and just be the last man standing. Yeah. If it's 100 people plus 100 zombies, then we got some complications.
Like here's the question because they're not really measured. Like, are people playing as zombies? Like, what if they're like slow zombies and then they're like really like you tell me like special type player zombies and you're just waiting and waiting. You're like, all right, just get to horror and now get him. It's like that. Like I want that.
That would be great. I want that. That would be great.
It's like that's the thing. I don't know what that is. But I might be making a better game version of the game in my head. So it's like I hate when that happens. It's like you did it. It's like I don't like being. People say disappointed. It's like no, you did that in your head. They presented something to you and you went with it. That happened.
Yeah.
But yeah,
that'd be pretty cool.
But yeah, that's about it. That's all I got from it. Besides that, there's some other interview stuff. That's where the clip presenting stuff came from, but that's not really any press conference. I really like the way Lawbreakers look. But also, I have a problem with it too, because he started comparing it to Overwatch, and I understand because they're both class-based systems. But he tells it he's very fast-paced. He doesn't like the whole like how Mercy has a heal or how Reinhardt has his shield up. He said, play and forget, like
play and forget,
like place and forget, like the healer will drop healing and that's it. You don't have to worry about it anymore.
So like you just like drop your healing and then just go back into that.
Yeah, the person will throw a shield and not have to hold it up like Reinhardt does. Like I understand because he's a very fast paced person. That's what like Unreal Tournament. It's a very fast paced game. Gears of War. The reason that he had that role was because he wanted to be fast, and that's the reason the rounds like you got one life. Bam, next round. Let's go. Let's keep going because he's like that. And it's like well, sometimes but sometimes you also need make things accessible, like make it slower too, like or make sacrifices. Like Reinhardt, he has the shield, but he doesn't get to hold that shield forever. But because he has to help his team out.
Yeah, but he needs to attack. When he needs to attack, that shield goes down.
Our Mercy is like. You are healing. It's like, well, yeah, you're healing, but playing forget. Like sometimes you pull out your pistol as Mercy, you're shooting, and you forget you're supposed to be healing people, or at least you have to speed up. You have to keep it in your head. You have to heal
people too.
Yeah, so that's the thing about it. Like I like both. I like both styles, but not. I don't say one is better than the other. They are both different.
Yeah,
and
which is why I would rather be on up because 3 reasons. 1, I can stay at a distance. No one will ever see me coming. 2, I can heal my teammates from a distance. They'll never understand why they're not going down.
Yeah.
And 3, I can get to my enemies from a distance. Right. I can both heal and attack with the same push of a button. Yeah. And she is so versatile. She can take damage and heal with the throw of a grenade.
Oh, I gotta tell you something about that grenade. When you do the grenade, you're supposed to shoot them.
Huh?
When you do it, you shoot them because it helps your health go up faster if you shoot them while the grenade's on. Because it boosts healing.
Yeah, it boosts the healing.
I know, but when you just throw it and you don't do anything after, because you kept doing that to me, sometimes you just threw it and then didn't shoot me. It was like, well, my health is still at that level. I need to.
Really?
I need the shot.
Oh, I thought it actually heals you.
When it does a little bit, but
not so much.
But they nerfed that because the grenade was so too powerful when it would. Because undo enemies' health. I feel like
because it was perfect. Like okay, if you've seen a horror between like good people, your team and the enemy team, if you just throw it, it's like okay, everyone on your team they're getting healed, and everyone on the enemy team their health is going down, or just making them weaker, like an orb of discord.
Yeah, but we need to next time just get the shots in.
Okay, gotcha. And I can never get the aim with a freaking sleeper gun at all. If I do, I keep forgetting that hey. By the time I shoot them again, they're going to wake up.
Well, that's in that mode. Oh wait, you mean just shoot them normally?
Yeah, shoot them normally. They fall asleep, and then I shoot them with my rifle. They wake up like, oh, I thought they was gonna stay asleep while I just shoot them. But then again, that will also seem unfair.
Yeah.
So what I would just do, I would poison them first, then shoot them. That way, their health is going down, and then when they're about to wake up, shoot them again and run, or put them back to sleep.
All right, that's about it, right?
That's about it.
Okay,
yes.
So thank you all for joining us for this podcast.
This return of a podcast. Holy cow!
Yeah, we're going. I want to have one next week for the Attack on Titan wrap up, and then after that we'll see.
We're just trying to make this. Well, I'm gonna be gone.
Yeah, you're gonna be gone for a while.
Yeah. So originally, when I talked about that, I wanted to make this like at least monthly, so that we could have a good pacing.
Yeah.
But if we want to make one next week.
I mean, it's just because another event's happening, which is
another event's happening. Yeah.
So it's wrapping that up. And
well, for right now, we're not going to make any promises because things can happen.
We're having one for Attack on Titan. After that, I don't know.
Well,
that's
we're
a
all
promise.
gonna have them, but I just don't want to promise like, oh, we're gonna do one next week. I don't want to promise that.
Yes, we
are. I just want to promise that it's going to happen, but just not.
Heard it first. Get on it, Collier.
All right, you putting a deadline on it. All
yeah.
Right, I gotta get to it. All right, fine. And also, we gotta finish up Undertale too before I leave.
Okay, you keep saying we. You mean Isaiah, right? Because I'm not playing it. Remember?
I know. I just want all three of us to be there.
I can be here, but you guys don't have to wait for me to do it. If I'm here, yeah. But if I'm not, I'm not really adding anything to it. So just go with Isaiah.
Okay.
Like if I'm working and you guys can do it, don't say no. July's not here. No, do it.
Okay.
If you want to get it done.
All right. Well, so yeah, thank you for this return of the podcast. Thank you for joining us. It's been a while, but we got a lot. We got a lot done. We got a lot of things. You put a lot more things off your chest because you actually saw the disappointment. There's a lot of disappointment.
This year, okay, I'm really waiting for next year. Like next year, it's like okay, I hope it's a return to form because the last couple of years, like 2013 was like, all right, this is the introduction to consoles. 2014 was like great. 2015 was really good. And then in 2016 was like, okay, it's starting to build down. Now it's like 2017 is like, oh boy. Like honestly, I thought there was gonna be a lot more from PlayStation because they had the PlayStation Pro. So I was like, yeah, they're gonna because that's the year after the new console.
Yeah, I actually would have imagined they would do more, but from what you said, no, not that much. I was just only excited for Microsoft, but I'm kind of glad I didn't see the other stuff either. But you saved me a lot of time.
Yeah, honestly, I still recommend getting a PS4 and getting it. Like I might get a Switch too. Who knows? Jelani might get into that Mario Party life.
But like I said before, thank you for joining us. Give us your opinions in the comments before. Like you said, light it up.
Yes.
Dump some. No, I'm just
do
gonna
flame wars.
I'm just gonna dump some gasoline in there right now, and I'm just gonna give you a match. It's up to your choice to light it or not. It's all on you. And we're gonna try to make this thing like a regular thing again, like we tried to do before.
Yeah.
And also, as always, at the end of every video, if you want to see more of our content and see where we're at, you can always find me, Kradon Zorgata, my name on all platforms. The links will be in the description. And also, you can find this cool cat where?
Jelani_P on Twitter and Instagram. Not on Tumblr. And then you can follow Fighting Wombat on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, Facebook, Tumblr. And you know what? Just type in Fighting Wombat on Google and you'll figure out where we are eventually.
And you'll probably get like some videos of actual Fighting Wombats.
No, we
just don't put the S in it. Just put Fighting Wombat. That's it. That's all you can do.
I think we come up pretty quickly. I mean, it's a very specific thing to search.
Yeah, it is pretty. Yeah, very specific. So, yeah, that's the end of our podcast. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you guys next time, whichever that may be. But in the meantime, peace.